are back.
We recording?
Yeah, we recording, man. What up?
My guy.
How's everyone doing, man? Yo, we got a full fucking house tonight, man.
First time ever we had a packed house like this over here at this spot.
We out here sweating, bro. We packed in here like fucking sardines.
What happened to the AC over here, Stiz?
So, the way my bank account is set up, right?
All right. Long story short, we dripping over here.
Yeah, man, we dripping, but we gonna get it in. Snuck's wearing jeans.
I didn't know your
He looks fresh as fuck, but
I didn't know
he
your
is in
AC
jeans.
game was -0.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. But yo, we got some guests in the house, so let's introduce the guests. First and foremost, he has his own podcast, the EFB podcast. Elliot from Boston, say what up.
What up, man? What up, man? Thanks
Yo, this is actually our first time meeting Elliot. We just met Elliot right now when he pulled up to the spot.
Social media is a beautiful thing.
Social media is a beautiful thing, and let's talk about that a little bit later.
I've been knowing about the EFB podcast. Easy Money did it. I know some big names out here did it. Ramiro did it. Ashley did it. A bunch of dudes from the Sports Hub mess with EFB. Yo, that's the dude right here. We got him, and we got two podcasts almost in one right here. So this is a beautiful thing. Who else we got, Stizzy?
This is like the Violator collaboration album.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real. And then all the way to the right, he has been my man for, what will we say, P? 5 years? It's got to be seven, 5 to 6, 7.
Yeah, something like that.
The man from Lawtown, formerly known as Pat Star, Pat Liban. Make some noise for Pat Liban.
P, what up?
P?
Thanks for having me, man.
Good.
Yeah, man. P's got a project he's about to drop, so we figured we'd have him come through and chop it up.
Yo, just real quick, I wasn't expecting this, but over in the cut, off camera, we got C Sharp in the building too.
Yeah, C Sharp. Also, my first time meeting C Sharp, man. C Sharp's in the buildings. Hopefully, we're gonna do some work.
R&B legend out here, and he's just getting started.
And shout out, of course, to our engineer Jules, who nothing would be possible without. He's like milk. I don't know.
Yo,
that was a bad analogy. I'm sorry.
Yo, is Engineer Jules the weirdest texter of all time?
I think Pat Liban is, but why? What's your case?
We had the group chat trying to get this podcast popping, and just, I don't know, weird guy with the text. Like,
example.
Like, someone asked a question, and then like the bubble would come through, but there'd be no words in it.
Yes, Jules, I did see. Yeah, you did send a text that had absolutely nothing in it. It was just
what this guy's
he sent
doing.
us air.
Then early in the AM, Pat sends a
That's why I want to get into why he thinks
Pat sends, yo, what's the
at 7 in the fucking morning, Pat sends us all a text like, yo, what's the address, yo?
All right, so let's get back to Engineer Jules being the weirdest texter ever. He writes, what is the address? Engineer Jules writes back, 8 p.m.
Yes, which at the time I did not understand, but now I do.
We just recently, right before the show, got an explanation.
So Jules thought that Pat must have thought because it was so early that we meant 8 a.m.
How would anyone think that?
Negative.
And so Jules was like, dog, it's 8 p.m. Okay, but then Snuck writes back to the text and says my address, right? He says 44, blah, 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 blah. My address is 74, right? So wait. So Snuck writes back 44. So I wake up at like fucking 11, like a normal fucking person.
Right.
And I look at the text, I read it, and I write back, no, it's 74, blah, 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 blah.
You told me 72.
Did I? Yeah, I fucked up.
Yo, the most important shit.
Oh, actually, yo, I'm gonna keep it 100, right? Because we're on the podcast and we're live. I'm gonna keep it 100. So for like people that I don't really know, I always give them the house next door, just in case. Just in case,
it's some fuck shit or what?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
You're like, I don't know this dude.
But it's kind of stupid though, because like you were literally coming in my house, so it wasn't like you were gonna like say you wanted to rob me sometime. Like you pull up to 72 and you're like, oh no, I don't know where he's at. You know what I mean?
That? I mean, it's funny because like the trappers will always give you like you ask them for your address and they'll be like, nah. You know that Dunkin' Donuts on the corner?
I'll meet you there, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll meet you there.
If you drive past there, you're going to see a stop sign. Go into the do not enter. You know what I mean? Like, they'll throw you on a loop, man.
All right, so wait. So I wake up and I'm like, it's 74, blah, blah, blah. Immediately, Pat writes back, well, which one is it, dog? Right? That's what I love about P. P always like, he seems like he got an attitude. You never really know. Like,
but that shit was super dumb, right, Stiz?
Who
would you believe?
So that's what I write back. I go, cause now I just woke up, right? So I write back, and P, like he comes off like he's like, yo, which one is it, bro? So I'm like, this motherfucker. So I write back, Who do you think is right about my address? Me or Snuck? And then P wrote that fucking, let me phone a friend.
I was way off. My shit was off the top of the head. I was like, I said the street name and stuff.
Yeah, that shit was
But we're
funny,
all
bro.
here.
Yeah, we all here, man. We all here.
It's back.
Yeah, we back, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yo, it's like we got, the Boston creative hip hop scene.
Dope.
Elliot, your podcast really isn't it's not strictly hip hop, right?
He does a lot of sports, yo.
I do.
What would you? Describe your podcast?
I mean, originally, I started off just wanting to do sports and hip hop. You know what I mean? But just really fucking with the podcast and shit. I come to find out that podcasting is not radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no format to it. So. Shout out my boy Overtime Morphin. He just dropped an album, The Tree Fort. Me and him do what's called the Alphabet Boy Show because he's OTO, I'm EFB. There's a lot of letters, alphabets. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of letters.
So mad letters. You know what I mean? So, in doing, just talking to him, we talk about wrestling, we talk about sports, we might talk about music.
Yeah.
So I don't want to really put it in a bubble that I might want to get out of one day.
I feel
He's a wrestling dork like myself.
Yep.
So I want to shout out
the belt
for those watching.
Shout out the belt and
I dropped bread on a fake wrestling belt. Like, it is what it is.
Damn, I dropped bread on a Freddy Krueger mask.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Whatever.
The hashtag is Virgins Unite.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking wrestling dorks are in here.
Yo, but I feel like there are some people who don't have a hobby. And I've actually had a close friend of mine, be like, yo, fam, like, I'm kind of jealous that you have, like, a hobby. Yeah. Not even my music, like the horror shit.
Like being a Fred head and all that?
And my pops or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'm kind of, like, envious of that because I feel like it gives you something to do, something to look forward to, and it does.
Well, you're probably envious of his savings account.
I definitely am envious about this person. That's so funny because you are dead on.
Man, I don't even know this dude, but he's not spending money on pops.
P, do you have, do you have a hobby outside of music?
Like now?
Yeah. Or even if you're not into it right now, did you?
I mean...
Well, you're kind of into wrestling too, right?
Nah, I used to when I was younger. I'm not like these guys.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I've had sex in the last 5 years.
Sound like that. Nah, not really, man.
Your shit is just
music. That's what it is.
Always been
like,
into
growing
music.
up was always writing rhymes. Especially, like, battling. Yo, battle rhymes was my shit.
I didn't know you used to battle like that.
And then I read books and shit, man. I mean,
yeah,
so
books
that's
can be
your
a
shit.
hobby.
You're
you gotta always educate the mind.
Pat's already out here trying to stun on all of us.
Oh, shit.
I read books, man. It's nothing but my bars, bro. Yeah, man.
This thinks you be coming off kind of crazy sometimes.
I'm gonna be on. When I first met Pat, I think Pat will agree.
We hated.
We didn't like him. But Pat does come on strong.
He's like, yo, he's kind of like cocky, right? I'm like, I don't know.
Pat can be a little cocky.
Yeah,
Pat
I think I'm humble, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, for real?
The way he said it was dumb cocky, though.
That's funny. All right, man. So, what is the big fucking topic? Yeah. So basically,
it's been a couple weeks. What we
kind of freestyle too, Snuck and I.
Always.
I think that's kind of going back to what Elliot said about not wanting to be pinned down. Snuck and I first had the conversation about what we wanted to do with this. We kind of said, we don't want to make
everything.
it. Yeah, we don't want to make it like a strictly.
Want it to be about stuff, whatever stuff happened and shit. So when we're stuck on it for that week, we were just kind of, what were we stuck on this week? Like, what happened and all that.
So someone throw out a topic. Let's get it popping.
Oh man.
Y'all recently went to On the Run, right?
I went to.
He went. Snuck went. Oh, Pat went too.
Yeah,
so how was
you
it?
went too. That's right. And you never
Did
hit
you
me
go?
the link.
Nah.
All right, 2 and 2.
The last Jay-Z concert I went to was the Rock the Mic tour when him and 50 split the headline. And
I wish I went to that one.
Back at the Tweeter Center in Mansfield, you know what I'm saying?
The Tweeter Center. Okay.
You went to a classic. That's why.
Yeah, that's classic. I wish I went to that.
Who opened that show? Fabulous opened that show.
Really?
Man, that's a show right there.
Busta Rhymes was Sean Paul, Fabulous, and then Busta Rhymes did the mid set.
What year was that?
That was
like when they were. Oh, that's when they were putting like the S. Carter's out and the G-Unit Kids.
Yeah.
All right.
So then 50 co-headline, and that's when 50 was,
that's his prime. Hell yeah.
And then that's when Jay-Z and Beyonce first got together. So Beyonce made a cameo. And this is at the Tweeter Center in Mansfield.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Beyonce
saying?
made a cameo at that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she did. She did like 3 songs.
Wow.
So I mean, that's the last.
I don't think I've ever seen Jay.
I'm not
fail.
Yo,
for real?
Yeah, I can't. I don't
fail.
think so. I don't.
Yo, next Jay
Oh,
show
you know what?
gotta go
I'm
down.
lying. I seen him.
The Black Album. Right?
No, was it the Black Album?
I seen the Black Album, so that was
think we
crazy.
talked about
And I
that.
seen the one with Mary.
I think it was the
him and
Black.
Mary.
Yo, the Black Album was.
Yeah,
I went-
that is the one I seen.
Yo, I'd
I
rather
seen
go to the
at
Middle
Garden.
East than a
Like
big
the Garden
show
or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not even.
I don't
not
know
even the
though
Garden.
for anybody though, or just
No, I'm
like
saying you'd rather go to the Middle East than like a big spot.
Yeah,
Like in
I'd
general.
rather kick it at the
Alright.
Middle East. Like Eminem will come around. I really didn't care about it.
So you didn't go to Boston Calling?
No.
Pat, did you go to Boston Calling?
Nah, man, I wanted
Fail.
We went. We had a whole show on it. It's pretty dope. Go back in.
Should've
check
watched it,
We
bro.
detailed the entire show
Should've
from top
watched
to bottom. Yeah.
So all right, come on. So what's the deal? Pat Snuck, how was
Hold
on
on.
the
First
run?
of all, P found out I was going and was like, "Yo, let me know. I'm going too." Well, wifey hit me, and that day he never hit me, and I was there all day in the inside Gillette.
Yo, why do you just chop up this thing? This is what happened, man. This is
There's
a
always-
conversation.
Did you hit me? Yes or no? That day,
Yeah,
I was
100%.
tailgating like a motherfucker.
Exactly. You said I'm gonna tailgate. I'm not
what,
gonna
you wanna know
tailgate.
parts of that?
Nah, dog. It's like 1,000 degrees outside.
Yo,
I'm
it
not
was
gonna tailgate,
1,005 degrees for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
where was it?
I'm
Oh, it
with
was at
wifey.
Gillette.
Gillette.
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck
And
did
Gillette.
you tailgate?
Yo, I'm with wifey. Well, you dressed up and shit. I'm not gonna fucking regardless. Yo,
All right,
Bro,
dig it.
I don't give a
Nah, I
fuck.
mean,
I was
with my
skinny as
seats
fuck,
wet.
chest naked,
So
playing
did-
cornhole,
but
drunk
wait.
as fuck.
yeah, but listen to what
Way
you just
before that
said.
shit
You
even
said you
started.
skinny as fuck, my nigga.
Yeah.
Being a fat
So
boy.
what? You
don't-
fat as fuck. So stand together with me. We look like the number 10.
Yeah,
and we get it
and
cracking.
sweat more, bro. That's
Play a
what I'm
little. Well, whatever.
So wait, did he say he wasn't gonna go? Was he like, nah, or did he pull like,
Nah.
yeah, man, I'm gonna call you.
I
I'll
don't
call
even
you.
think I answered.
He's the
you,
one
bro.
that hit me up first of all. And was like, "Yo, hit me. I'll be over
Of
there."
course. Yeah, that's facts. I did hit him up, of course.
Whatever. So I pre-gamed all day inside Gillette, and then we went in. I don't even think Khaled was the opener.
Yeah, it was. And
They
then,
got Khaled on this leg of
And
the
then
toe opener.
Diddy's son, he came after.
Yeah, he
Diddy's
came out.
son?
Everybody's like,
Yeah,
"Who the
what's
fuck
his
is
name?
that?"
What's his name?
tell you.
Holmes.
King Cole.
Yeah, King Cole.
Came out for
yeah,
what,
he
like
did
one
his
song?
He's nice.
I think he did it.
Is he?
We had
C
one
Shop
song,
said he's
yeah.
nice.
I kind of fuck with him a little bit.
Oh shit! Engineer Jules says he.
Damn, I haven't heard it. I haven't
I'm
heard
not
it.
gonna diss Diddy's son, man. I'm trying to get signed.
Why you trying to get signed in 2018? That's major label. That's a weird
I don't
thing,
know
yo.
though. Let's fucking delve off real quick for a minute. Like I don't know, is getting signed not the move in 2018?
Yeah, this.
'Cause I think-
I've been dying to talk about this with somebody. I'm glad I'm here because I'm in a room with 3 artists. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm of the mindset that there's no longer a classic album, and because
Really?
yes, like. It really bothered me after Jay-Z dropped 444. He dropped it at like midnight, and at like 12:36, people were like, "Yo, that's
Classic,
a classic
classic,
album."
classic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think back, I want to say 15 years ago, there was a video. You know what I'm saying? You got the video single. You might get a second video.
And they waited 2 or 3 months
first
to
you
get
got
it
a
out
single.
before the
Yeah,
album.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I bring
yeah.
it to like September 11th, the
the towers
terrorist
dropped.
attacks. I was on the train
Pat.
going to Strawberries in
get
downtown
Blueprint?
Crossing to get the Blueprint. And I got stuck on the way back. But what made that album a classic for me was the process of going to get it.
Right.
Going to pay $20
And the
for a
memories that
physical
it-
CD. Where now,
$20
you know
for
what
a
I'm saying?
CD.
You
Jesus.
drop an album, and I'll just add it on my library in the
Boom.
middle of the night. I'll get to it when I get to it.
Right.
There's no urgency for albums anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't know.
there's no build-up.
I kind of disagree, like a little bit. Like one, I don't think just because people prematurely call something a classic album, which they definitely fucking do, which I think is because of social media and everything's just instant. But I think a classic album still exists. I think 444 in 5 years we might say is a classic. I don't know. I definitely think people is calling
Nah,
it too
you're
early.
right with the premature
think,
shit,
I
bro.
think we're in an age where classic singles is gonna be
Yeah, for
what
sure.
defines
Yeah.
people from now.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. Yo, don't even worry about projects. Like, just make
Yeah.
hot singles.
Absolutely.
And we've talked about that on Stuck on Stuff, and we've also talked about the whole, what you was just saying,
Yeah.
Singles
waiting
versus-
to get the album, and how nowadays they could be like, yo, by the way, I'm dropping today at midnight.
But you're still
And the pros
excited.
and cons. So
Yo,
there's
but-
pros. I
Yeah.
like a lot of that shit because out of nowhere, I just found out,
Especially in the age of
Beyonce about to drop an album
binging.
tonight, and now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bugging. I'm like I
Yeah.
love it. And then the word gets out so fast now because of social media that it's like, but there's a nostalgia thing. When we were kids, we loved looking at. We were talking about when you go to Strawberries and shit, you have to look up
On
on
the
the
board.
Yeah,
board
yeah,
to see
yeah,
when the
yeah.
shit was dropping.
And I hate starting off a sentence saying, "Yo, when I was a kid," because
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying.
know.
Like I
Sucks.
hate that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
But-
we ain't even that old to be
Yeah.
sounding like that. The shit changed so rapidly.
But in the past, 4 years, you got Best Buy not selling physicals. No
I know,
more.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
You got Newberry Comics now turned into a clothes store.
Honestly, though, I think that's what saved them.
It did.
They you have to either adapt or you're gonna get
Okay,
rolled
so-
over.
So that makes my point that you know, relying on physicals is no longer a priority. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah,
process,
nah, it hasn't been, though.
The process of me going to get an album no longer builds into the quality of that project. Because if the blueprint was whack, the 4 hours I spent being stuck in downtown, not being able to get home, would have been a lot more whack.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But the
for
fact
sure,
that
for sure.
I was fine, I'll go sit in the Commons and I'm gonna listen to my CD player, my batteries are charged.
Yep.
And I'm gonna listen to the blueprint and I'm gonna read the book the whole time.
Yeah.
Nothing
And-
better than that book.
You know
that
what I'm saying?
booklet.
love the
So,
book.
you know, when we're talking about the Blueprint is one of the greatest albums of all time, this is somebody who's 10 years older than me remembering how it was when Biggie dropped Ready to Die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, 6, 7 years old when Biggie dropped Ready to Die, you know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Yeah.
while I love that album, I can't live in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Where now there is no... The moment is of the album is gone now.
There's other things that tie into
You know what I mean?
it.
So
the
now-
experience of getting it and all that. Yeah.
So now we're talking about Drake earlier. You know, when he dropped back to back, it just dropped, and it was like, oh shit, this is a major artist
Yup.
doing a diss record to a street dude, and
Right.
that buzz that was created for those 72 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
That's now the equivalent
Oh,
of.
I was high.
That's the equivalent of me going to downtown Crossing
Or
to
the
go buy the
it's the
Blueprint.
closest thing
You know what I'm
that we
saying?
have,
So
yeah.
it's about moments now. That's why, like, when people call a project a classic,
You know
I
what
think it's a word that gets used too much.
Of course it is, but do you need a label? Do you still want a
Nah.
label in 2018?
Nah.
you don't need one.
I
'cause you have
think
the
I
internet.
think there is obviously a fucking plus of having that machine behind you.
I mean, for every 10 currencies that there are that drop 6 projects a year that will make a career out of selling out the Middle East downstairs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a place for 2 or 3 Drakes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
people that are superstars.
Of course.
So this is why I hate when people hate on commercial success, because a lot of time it's like people who haven't made it yet, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, oh, you know, fuck this or fuck that, fuck them, this and that.
Always,
But
yeah.
if you was in that position, bro, of course you
Exactly.
No shit.
you take it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, and I want to shout out P because we share a common goat. Why? I want to know, why is Jay-Z the greatest rapper to you?
Damn, long story short, you want me to tell you a story?
Long story short.
All right, I'll give it to you. Yo, when Jay raps, it's like he's sitting right there next to you across the table. I mean, he's not like, he just speaks, and he speaks from like a real perspective. So he can touch on variety of topics. Like, no one touches Jay. And to be honest with you, he's been in the game since the 80s, bruh.
I mean, let's not wild out.
Nah, but
let's
real
say
talk,
90s.
88. Nah, 88. Bro.
Let's say 90s.
With the gold teeth, bruh.
I know how long he's been
But you
rapping
talking about
and being
for
in the
popular
game.
sense? All right, no
Let's-
doubt.
I
We'll
mean-
say early 90s. And he's still
late
relevant.
90s.
When did can
hip-hop.
someone
96.
Google when did Jay-Z
No,
put
no,
out
he
his
came in.
first
Reasonable
single?
Doubt was 96.
96,
I'm
yeah.
just saying that he wasn't a household shit until Hard Knock Life. You know what I'm saying?
But all right, no. So
All right,
he
whatever.
came in the
Stop
game.
trying to outsmart me. Who's the biggest fan?
he
It is
came in
what
the
it is.
game. I'd
Look.
say in '95.
Nah,
say.
I'm just saying, don't say 80s. You're making it sound
All
like
right,
we're
yeah,
fucking-
80s is a
fucking-
little
like
too-
we're
a
breaking
little
on
too
that
early.
fucking piece of cardboard right now and shit. Dog. That wasn't our era. You know what I'm saying? But all right.
Mid '90s. So all right. So his longevity, 18.
Dude, he'll body any new schooler.
I seen a
always
tweet.
be forever relevant.
I
And
seen
the
a
shit
tweet
he
last
says
night,
is
right?
Yeah,
that was like, yo, somebody was playing Hove's whole catalog.
I seen that
from
tweet.
I
I
forget
seen
who it
that
was.
tweet.
From the jump, like from Reasonable Doubt, and they're just
All
gonna
the
play the
way.
whole catalog all the way through, and they was halfway through, and they literally like haven't skipped a record, and then it makes you think, and you might got 1 or 2 that you would skip, whatever, but it makes you think when you really look at that catalog, and just how like amazing the music is, and just like, yo, is there a better catalog in hip hop history? Probably not.
yeah, but I mean, I don't think you can judge catalog for catalog based on circumstance. You know
Well, who
what
are
I'm
you
saying?
comparing them to, though?
That's
Everybody.
what I'm saying. Like, so,
No,
like,
no,
if Biggie never died, what would his catalog be like?
Yeah, but we
You know what
can't
I'm saying?
say that, though.
don't
Even though
know.
I agree with you, but we can't say that.
Because
like,
for
I
me,
mean, God
Biggie's
rest
the
his
greatest
dead.
to ever do it, and
Yeah.
and it's a 1A 1B thing with Jay.
But
you
is
know
he
what
your
I mean?
favorite, or is he the greatest to ever do it? It's 2 separate things. Like Easy Money, for example, Big is his favorite, but he knows that Jay is the GOAT. It's two different things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased obviously because Biggie's my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I also feel like, you know, in 30 years that there'll be a Biggie special about Ready to Die and his
Always.
second project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I just don't know if
we need like a documentary.
I just
on
don't
that
know
shit,
if I'm
bro.
ever gonna listen to Kingdom Come and be like, oh, you know,
No.
this,
Kingdom
you know what
Come
I'm
was
saying?
a
Like,
great album.
Kingdom Come is fucking
Oh
dope.
my
Yeah.
God, yo, what do you
mean,
guys
Show me what you got.
That's
Bro,
not that's not a hate thing. It's not a hate.
No, I know
thing,
you're
you know
saying.
what
I
I'm
totally
saying?
understand.
Fuck
No,
with
I
You know
totally
what I'm saying?
understand.
But like,
let me ask you a question. All right, Kingdom Come is not a dope album to you. It is what it is. I mean, everyone has their opinion. That's cool.
it's not my favorite Hove album.
But if you play
Yeah, I don't think
every
it's
single song, I mean, it's incredible, bro. He's making statement after statement, and he went at Dipset in that record.
But that's
That
what
shit was crazy.
Jay-Z's gonna do. Jay-Z's gonna put concept behind like fire production. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z's great like that, but I'd rather. My preference is, American Gangster, which I don't think
Me
gets
too.
talked
It's
about.
top
enough,
Yeah,
three.
you
no,
know
It's
what I'm
top
saying?
American
two
Gangster's
or
up there.
no, it's not top two. It's top 3 or
But
4 J category.
Like that
It's
album,
3 or 4.
one of my favorite songs of all time is No Hook.
Yeah. I don't need no
hook for this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like that joint right there to me, like when you talk about storytelling, when you said,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
People sleep on him as a storyteller because Nas always gets the storyteller, which he should. And Slick Rick. Jay is a storyteller. Yo, Meet the Parents on Blueprint 2. Just dumb storyteller.
Yeah, I even think Biggie takes that as well, bro. His
Biggie
storytelling
was
is
amazing
incredible.
with the shit too. Yo, while we're on Big, let's get back to the stuff, yo. Who heard about Faith eating Big's bum?
You tell me, please. I gotta hear
I
this.
think that's an old rumor.
Nah, she was just recently last week on a show and like confirmed that like she used to
Wait,
eat the
is
booty
this
like
true?
groceries.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Can someone Google this?
Yo, C Sharp, is it true?
I heard it.
Biggie was a freak. Everyone knows that, though.
Yo, that's a true thing. It just got confirmed this week.
The thing is, Biggie, dropped a skit talking about he shit on a
Shit
bitch's
on-
stomach.
That's right.
Like that
Yeah.
shit, like
Yeah.
that. I don't think that was a skit, bro. I think that was a real conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it
Yeah,
probably
so,
was,
like-
and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna make this shit
So
like
if
a
he
skit.
shit on a bitch's stomach, he got his ass ate. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yo,
Like,
that's
it
a
is what
wicked
it
good
is.
point.
But then that
bro.
also
That's a
means he was
wicked
really
good point.
guzzling pickle juice and shit too at
Yo,
the
he
same
probably
time.
was, man.
He might.
Biggie was dirty, bro. You know
Yeah,
what
he's a
I'm
grimy
saying?
dude.
Yeah.
The cleanest thing about Big was his music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a gutter dude from Brooklyn, dog. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
that's straight up, bro. That's straight up, but that's wildin'.
Like,
fucking
have you
wild,
seen
man.
his first BM?
No.
She is ugly.
I seen a
Is
picture
she?
yesterday.
Yeah,
The
I
meme where
must
they were
have
trying to
seen a
shit on
picture.
the BM and the daughter. Like, yo, these the ugliest motherfuckers I ever seen.
They are. They are. You know what I'm saying? She is busted, dog. So it was like two bears just going at it.
Yo,
Like
two
Biggie was
fucking
Yeah,
getting his
look
nut
at
off.
Big.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
look at Big. I mean,
Biggie was
jeez,
trying to get his
Big.
nut
Yeah, I
off.
was
It is what it
just gonna
is.
mention that skit. You referenced the Big Pun joint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded like that was a real conversation too. In Capital Punishment, when
Yeah,
talking
it-
to Funk Flex.
And
yeah.
him
I
talking
think-
about him and Fat Joe.
and he
we
said
like
he
two
learned a few
wild
things
bears.
from Biggie in that
Don't
skit.
look directly at our asses. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's funny.
yeah,
Good
I mean,
line,
shit.
he said, yeah.
What you got for some stuff, Stiz? What happened?
Damn, I
what
don't
happened
even
to you
know.
these last couple of
I
weeks?
don't even know what
I actually haven't
happened.
seen you in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
man.
I haven't. And you guys didn't even fucking say how On the Run was, bro. So
On the Run
how
was
was it? I mean,
fun.
I don't need to go through a
I-
fucking
you-
track by track thing,
How was
but
it,
was
man?
it good?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I got it for my girl. She's like a Beyonce freak. I seen Jay a million times, but I'm never gonna say no, cause especially now, you never know if it's really gonna be his last.
That's
tour,
why I
you
felt
feel
with
me?
Eminem.
So I'm like, I have to do this, and I got to see B for the first time. Fuck it, it was off the hook. I just wish our seats were different. I was on the other side of the stage where they never go, but
see,
I was
had
like,
amazing
I was
seats,
in the
so-
front row, but it was like on the. I mean, I
Really?
bought them shits like 7 months in advance,
So-
bro. I learned.
Yeah, I bought souvenirs. My shit very similar to his, yo. I wanted to get my main shit was I seen Jay mad times as well. I was trying to see the Queen. I'm a big Beyonce fan. I never seen her live in person, so
Right.
I was dumb excited to see her. But then honestly, since I haven't seen Jay, it's been like he dropped 3 or 4 projects since the last time I seen him. So I was excited to, and they did drop. It was mostly new shit.
Yeah.
I was from Reasonable Doubt, all that shit. He did nothing. He did 4 bars from Reasonable Doubt. When
Really?
they were doing like a medley.
He does that all the time, yeah.
But yo, there's so many hits between the two, and it's a 2-hour set, and they
So-
gotta bounce off all these hits. back
Are they
and forth.
together the
Bro,
whole
they're
time, or do they
incredible,
come
bro.
out
Pretty much.
one and then
Pretty
the
much.
other, and then sometimes together?
Pretty much.
And
No,
if they,
pretty
if
much
they do, if they
together the
together,
whole
yeah,
time.
Pretty much. But if they do come out separate, it's like for short time.
Yeah,
dog.
just to do
she
maybe
could
like
do-
a hit or
she
something.
could do a quick outfit change while he's doing like 99 Problems or whatever.
I
and
dig
they
it.
come
I
out and
dig
it's-
it.
But they came out early. It was track 1 or 2 with I Don't Care If We On The Run. Got the whole place. It
Bodied
was
it.
Dog, top to bottom, that was one of the illest shit.
Did they have like a remember Eminem's intro? It's like the big shit. He's walking through the fucking...
Yeah, so they had a gigantic screen with the on the run
like a
shit.
movie. Hell yeah.
It was like on the run part one. There was movie clips throughout. That tied the whole shit together. It's a fucking major production. You know what it is when it's done.
For sure.
I had mad fun that night. That shit was amazing.
Where do you put Beyonce as far as entertainers go? Like, is she gonna be talked about like Michael?
Oh, I think so. In a female sense, yeah.
Not even in a female sense.
In any sense.
I think so, yeah.
See, I don't know, man.
And it's why she's bigger than like the Madonnas and the Britneys and the people that reach that level because there's actually like musical talent.
I mean, she's the best female entertainer of all time. But what I'm talking about, like Michael, Prince. You know,
I don't see why not. Why shouldn't she be in that category? You know what I'm saying?
Because I think
when it's all said and done.
I think when it's all said and done, she's gonna be considered the greatest of all time.
She has to be. She's somebody that you could call on in 10 years from now to do the Super Bowl and
I'm telling you,
and the best part
that's
about
how
it, she's
y'all
classy
might
through her whole
feel.
career.
Huh?
I said the best part about it, she's like a real queen, man. She holds herself together.
Yeah,
She
you
a
never,
boss, like,
you
for
never
real.
see. Yeah, of course. I totally, feel that you guys believe that, and I definitely think there's merit. But I think maybe even because I know how society can be, I don't think that will be the case.
What, Beyonce? Mm-hmm. You're bugging.
In 20 years from now, fam, the thing about Michael Jackson, the thing about Madonna, the thing about it transcends, like, and not that Beyonce doesn't, right? But you can ask any fucking an old 60-year-old lady, and she's gonna be, she's gonna say, "Oh yeah, Madonna." Like
she's gotta know who Beyonce is.
The Michael Jackson. I'm not saying she won't
now
know
you're
who she is,
talking
but will she
generational.
say the greatest?
Generational shit is different. It's like there was a rapper today that I never heard in my whole life who was like, who Wu-Tang. I never even heard it. I don't even know who that is. Yeah. Like if it's a person.
You gotta understand,
that's
bro.
generational.
Yeah, because 20 years from now, the kids now are gonna be those old people.
Yeah. And there'll still be TV shows and specials and documentaries on people like Beyonce and shit in 20, 30 years for sure.
I don't know though.
Now, I don't think personally, I don't think Beyonce will ever be. All right, Beyonce is one of the greatest facts, but as far as Michael Jackson, as far as even like Whitney Houston, you think she's bigger than Whitney?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
You telling me if you go right now to like the Middle East,
worldwide,
don't know Whitney or don't know Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Nah, you bugging.
I think they might know both. I think they might know both, but I don't think that fucking says that Beyonce is bigger than Whitney.
Still know who Whitney is.
But don't know Whitney way before Beyonce. You feel me? And I'm not discrediting her. Like I don't want y'all to be biased with this.
Nah, in general, I think
she is. I think she'll be Michael Jackson level, but not to that level. If that makes any sense, that's the only way I can explain it though.
I don't know.
Maybe like Michael Jackson talent-wise and what he was capable of and did.
Exactly.
Because Beyonce's done some crazy shit.
Has a legacy
but as far as public perception.
But as far as like, if you go in the middle of God knows where, are they gonna know Beyonce or are they gonna know
How old do you think Beyonce
Michael?
is? She's under 40, right?
Yeah, mid-30s.
Yeah, she's mid-30s.
Okay.
36,
So Beyonce
38.
will sell out stadiums for the next 20 years.
Easy
So
money.
in that sense, when you talk about people that could do that, it was only Michael.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Was
like,
it only Michael that could do that?
For pop and
when you talk
R&B
about how,
singing,
like when Michael at his peak, I mean, it was stadium after stadium after stadium after stadium.
Because U2.
I was gonna say this rock band's like a U2 or some shit, but that's a different genre though. So we're talking singing, R&B. It's people that can do R&B and / pop.
But that's also what I meant though about someone like Michael Jackson, Madonna. They were like, dog, like anyone who listened to any genre of that would be like, oh yeah, nah, Michael Jackson's the greatest fucking whatever
Madonna.
of all time.
Son,
Madonna.
Everyone knows.
Way bigger than Madonna.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, you're right, bro. Listen, career-wise, absolutely. I totally agree. I'm talking about name alone, brand. That's it.
Yeah,
not
Beyonce.
music. Beyonce got legacy.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
she don't
I
even need
can't
a whole
really
name.
disagree with you.
Snuck is in the hive. Snuck has a secret Twitter account that when you talk shit about Beyonce on Twitter, he hits you. He hits you right away, bro.
Some of the greatest verses of this
Talk
year
about
have
say
been
it
from
again.
Hov on the Carter shit. He goes, you know me, I've been me. You know Hov, I've been me since the cocaine. You know B, she don't even need a whole name. It's Beyonce.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Fuck out of here.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not
that's pretty
disagreeing
fly.
with her. She has a legacy. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Madonna.
He's like, for sure, but Madonna.
No.
You might be my
That's
lucky
funny.
star.
What else?
She got joints,
Patriots just smashed.
Heated that I'm missing game 2 of preseason right now. That's how much I get into this shit.
We've seen a lot of it though. They won. Tom Brady made a touchdown pass.
It don't matter if they won. They ain't playing to win, but
I'm telling you now, Brady's last year.
I'm a fantasy football dog.
Are you? I'm totally
dog,
not. I don't know anything.
You
about
do seasons because I've never once. All my boys do this shit. I've never once done a real like a season long.
Yeah.
I'm a DraftKings like.
DraftKings is dope. That's for like degenerate gamblers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yo, them motherfuckers made bread.
I do that shit on a weekly. I don't have. I never do.
Listen, it's a commitment. Doing a season long shit like.
And that's why I haven't done it.
It's a commitment, but at the same time, it's like. It's like 12 of your boys in a group chat. You're talking shit.
It's how competitive. It's
the one shit I get the most jealous of is when all my boys go meet up for the draft.
Yeah, like I'm like,
yo, I want a part of that fucking draft.
It sounds like a good time,
but I know that I never have enough time and with all the shit that I'm fucking into when I do I know that like I'm gonna sleep on shit and boys is gonna grab dudes up and I'm gonna pause.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
You do it once. You do it once and
this might be the first year. You gotta open it?
Nah. You ain't ready.
He said you gotta come up.
Nah,
yo, I'm nice though. I be winning on DraftKings. You're like, nah, this is different.
It's different, man. But fantasy
you be winning on DraftKings for real?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I be.
What do you do? Like
$2
a game
and shit, $1.
The good thing about DraftKings is that like I could battle you for $10 and we could go lineup for lineup.
That is true. That's dope.
So we might have to do that.
So just a straight up or whatever.
Straight up.
Yeah. Fuck me. We could do
so
that.
like so it's like me and you throwing down $10 on a lineup.
You don't gotta be. Next to each other to do it. Yeah, that's all day.
Yo, gambling's legal, man. Like this shit.
Gambling's becoming legal.
Shout out to gambling.
Yeah, shout out to gambling.
It is. It's a beautiful thing right now.
You can make some bread.
Like weed's gonna be weed's legal, but legal. It's we're getting there. You know what I'm saying?
As it should be.
I went to Amsterdam last year.
Oh, did you?
Word.
How was that?
I went to Amsterdam. It was beautiful.
Is that your first time out of the country?
First time out of the country.
Good for you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin lives in Sweden. Shout out to him. Minority young Puerto Rican dude out international managing accounts out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
He got a beautiful white woman that he's about to marry.
That's a beautiful thing.
So I met up with him in Sweden, and then from there we went to Amsterdam, and the whole vibe is dope.
It's crazy.
The whole vibe is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly not America, right? Like yo, I'm in
everyone's on a bike.
Place,
you know what I'm saying? Everyone's on a bike. No one's on their phone.
Really?
Like the whole weed part is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's fireweed out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but it's just the whole vibe is nuts. Mm-hmm. We went down the red light district.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
And,
tell me, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could see why people like would go over there and just have no worries.
Yeah.
You buy pussy, you buy weed.
So that shit is not overrated. The red light.
That shit was a fucking trip, bro. Because it's like. Imagine walking down downtown Crossing.
Yeah.
All the side streets.
Models
it's just
in the
red
windows.
lights.
Like a buffet.
And they're standing
it's glass windows?
Glass windows. They're standing there, bikinis, you know what I'm saying? Not even bikinis.
And you could just walk in
and you could just walk in and say, yeah, I want some head and I want some anal. Cool. 50 euros.
What's the age situation over there with that? That shit I didn't ask.
I mean, I didn't see nobody dumb young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
no, because I've heard things.
But you didn't see anyone dumb old, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a trip.
It's peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's peace.
And like the whole shit bugged me out at first, but then after I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, like I could see why somebody would just sit on one of these because they got little houses on canals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could see why somebody would just buy one of these for 50 racks.
Yeah.
Retire out here. They divorced 3 times or whatever.
Yeah.
Just go down the red light. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you,
especially if you got bread and you retire like in your 40s or 50s or some shit. Like, easy.
When I went out to Vegas for the Mayweather McGregor fight, yo, the best thing about it was when the second I got off the Uber, the second I got off the plane, I was able to Uber to a store that sold weed.
Yeah.
And just go in there. I'm in a state, I don't know anyone out there. The last time I was out there like 10 years ago or whatever the fuck it was, I had to like drive through fucking, to some like 20 minutes outside into some like shady fucking neighborhood. I actually got arrested the first time I was out in Vegas because I had a fucking dime bag in my fucking pocket.
There's nothing worse than when you're going on Twitter.
But it was just great.
You see an artist like, yo, whoever's in Montana,
hit
I
me.
need
I just
that
seen
gas.
Conway do that. I see Conway do
man.
that all the time.
Yeah, man. I was like, nah. It was like, I can't wait for a weed shop to be open.
It's so great,
Yeah.
yo. It's
You know
so
what I'm
great.
saying?
Like, and we shouldn't have to, people shouldn't have to be like fucking meeting up with some shady fucking people.
Nah.
You know what I mean? To like just fucking grab some weed. Like that's crazy.
Like Friday night, I want to treat the dispensary like I treat the liquor store. I'm on my way home from work.
And the craziest part is that it's so
the liquor
much
store
safer.
way worse.
I might feel like a
exactly.
brownie today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel like some haze. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like the whole thing with
We're getting there.
You know,
We're getting
Hopefully
there.
with draft
Massachusetts
It'll
is busting balls like
yo, like-
oh, you know what I mean? Like it was supposed to be fucking 6 months ago, but then the lawmakers did some shit. Now it's like getting postponed. And
I don't like saying this on a podcast,
we're
but
close.
I live in Brockton, and Brockton is full force trying to get dispensaries open in Brockton.
Yeah.
There's already 2 open in Brockton that's only medical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they want storefronts, either you know downstairs joints or second floor joints. You know what I'm saying? And you know I know somebody who's investing in a dispensary, and his thing is you want a doctor or a lawyer to be able to discreetly walk downstairs, grab their bud, and walk out.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
And
Like you would leave the liquor store with a brown bag and they don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck is
for
in
real.
you know
there.
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like,
even though weed, like perceptually to people, still unfortunately is like way.
it's
worse
almost like
than
every
liquor.
town outside of Brockton is like, yo, we're voting against it.
I
You know
just
what
seen
I'm
a
saying?
sign yesterday for the first time, and it was like, what I forget the city I was in, but it was like blah 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 against the dispensary around the corner.
man,
I think it
you
was
know?
Newton.
And it's like,
What do they think it is? A crack dispensary? Like
Well,
them
yeah, some
crackheads
people
in front
talk
of
wild.
the-
They're still pushing that fucking gateway drug bullshit. Like they, you know.
That's got to be getting weeded out as the generations is getting older and older because everyone
yeah.
knows that's not a true thing.
And I'm sure there's some big money behind it. Like I'm sure like big alcohol, you know, doesn't want dispensaries just open that people can go
Right.
buy weed because that's gonna take away sales from liquor.
I'm sure
you know?
tobacco companies.
Tobacco, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a real thing. You know what I mean? It's gonna open one day. You know what I'm saying?
So, moral of the story: we need hookers and weed in downtown Crossing.
Oh,
You know, you ever
Straight
seen
up.
Hostel?
Huh?
You ever seen Hostel?
Oh, the movie, yeah. I
Hostel,
saw that shit.
yeah.
You
That
ever
shit
been
was
to
scary.
Amsterdam after that?
Nah, I never been to Amsterdam, period,
Yeah,
but a lot of my
yeah,
boys
I
have
never
been
been
over
out
there.
the
Crazy shit. I think that shit is true.
I honestly,
Yeah,
now I
right.
don't know if this have you seen that movie
That shit
Hostel?
was fucked up.
Man, that shit
So
was wild.
I remember at the time reading an article or whatever that said that who's the dude that directed that?
was it
It's like wasn't it Quentin
tell ya.
Tarantino?
Yeah, I think Tarantino.
I think it
did
was
that.
Tarantino.
He
I
did
think
Hostel?
I think he like wrote it or like produced it or something. But I read that he was like on the dark web one night and really found a website that was about that. That was
Like
pushing
what, like
that.
Americans
that you
for
could
sale
buy
or some shit or whatever it
No,
was?
not even just but like
torture?
people. Americans are pricey, bro.
They're
If you want to
yeah,
kill
yeah.
an American, but like yo, to go just kill some homeless person from wherever it is, it's like cheap. It's like 20 racks or something. But like if you want to kill like
here in
an
America-
American tourist, that's like 100 G's.
In America,
bro.
we just
We're
have like
worth-
bum fights. And,
Remember bump fights?
they're like pissing on like homeless dudes and shit.
Like, yo,
that
it's
was
funny because I thought about that movie because one night out there, my cousin just tapped out. It was like
my boy,
11:30.
Eli.
He just tapped out, and I'm like, dog, I'm about to go out by myself. And then like I left the room, I went outside. I was like,
Nah.
I looked around. It was like kind of dark out. I was like, I'm just gonna go. Fuck it, I'll
Wait,
go
I'm sorry, I
back.
missed that. What happened?
So my cousin tapped out one night. He was just like, yo, I'm too drunk, whatever, going back to
Yeah.
the hotel room. I'm like, dog, it's like 11:30. You know what I'm saying? So then he passed out, and I'm just sitting there. And I'm like, yo, I'm going out by myself. I walked out. I'm in
And this is out
Amsterdam.
in Amsterdam, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what bugged me out was there's a lot of bikes out there. So one dude like a bike
Cha-ching.
taxi. He was like, "You looking for sex hookers?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, bro."
Yeah, that's how in Vegas they push that shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
People walk around with backpacks with like billboards that come out of them that has like a hot girl on it, has like a number.
I went to
'Cause I
Vegas
think-
when I was 17.
Did you?
Yeah, I couldn't do shit, but it was one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Yeah, Vegas.
I
is
can't
lit.
wait to go to Vegas. I've done mini
Vegas
Vegas
is
twice,
lit,
which
yeah.
is Atlantic City.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
AC.
dying to do the real shit.
Yeah.
And real quick, C. Lance let me know that Eli Roth directed Hostel, but I think Tarantino like produced it or like did something with
thought
it.
he was involved.
Shout out, yeah, he's
Who you
definitely
talking
involved
about?
somehow.
Oh, I was dumb confused. You talking about C
the
Sharp?
movie C Sharp. Yeah, I said C Lance. I'm so
C-Sharp.
sorry.
I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
There's
Eli
been, like,
Roth.
4
Eli
blizzards
Roth.
been lit,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, it's getting
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
lit, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo,
C. Lance is a person, right?
I know, that's why I was
he like,
is,
who?
right?
He's a
He is. I'm
producer.
not tripping. All
I
right,
was like, well, we talking
He
about
does,
C Lance, and then in my head I was like,
yeah.
wait, who is C Lance? You motherfuckers is high as shit. I'm drunk as
yeah,
shit.
man.
Yo, people died.
All right, what else?
People died.
Who?
Aretha.
Yes,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
man,
Aretha, man.
Bunch of samples. Thank you for that. Before
Yeah,
my
yo,
time,
Static did some crazy Instagram things today that had cuts from.
Oh,
Aretha.
word, with like ill samples from her and shit.
That
Also,
like Slum Village did and Mobb Deep and
for me and Elliot, R.I.P. to
the
Jim
Anvil.
the Anvil Nighthawk.
Yeah, man. Hart Foundation.
Hart Foundation.
Legend.
I remember that dude.
Yeah,
with Bret the Hitman Hart.
He made Rockin' Pink dope. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Him and Bret. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
then
Sharpshooter
so later on, when they do the Hot Foundation, the bigger one, when they were beefing with DX and all that,
Oh, I remember that.
there was 5 of them. There's only one left now, Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Bret,
And he's barely
wait a
hanging
minute.
on. Let's keep it real. He's
Wait a
barely
minute.
hanging on.
So
Let's go
Anvil
down.
dead.
Dead.
Bulldog, right?
British Bulldog dead.
He's dead.
Owen Hart,
Damn. Owen Hart,
obviously
yeah, I
dead.
knew dead.
Brian Pillman.
Brian Pillman.
Dead. So you got your boy Bret, and I know someone who knows someone who just bumped into Bret recently. It was like, yeah, he's right about to be right there with him.
He
Really?
had prostate cancer and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, Anvil did.
No,
Bret has it too?
He had it. Yeah.
I know somebody knows somebody. They just saw him. They said he's not looking too good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Damn, that was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day.
Yo, but the thing is, them wrestlers back in the day, like they wrestled 300
Harder?
nights a year. 300 nights a year. They did mad coke.
yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Really?
Mad
it-
pills,
all
everything.
commercial flights. You know, they didn't sit here front, first class and
Yup.
you know what I mean. They were right there, knee to knee and fucking, you know what I'm saying, and Logan and shit.
And
you know
this
what I mean?
doesn't happen often that I have a fellow like wrestling dork on here, other than WrestleMania week.
Wrestling Ben.
Shout out to Wrestling Ben. But I was having this conversation with my man, with my boy the other day. They were all saying Bret is top 5. Is Bret top 5? Because I said no,
No,
not even close.
no.
I had a debate with my boys about the shit because he's not even top 10. And you know why?
Oh, I'd put him top 10 for me.
Maybe not even
personally.
top 20. And you know why?
Oh, you are fucking.
You know why he's
wilding
not?
Right
You
now,
can't be
bro.
in the top 10 if you can't cut a promo.
No, but
one of the worst promos.
This is why I disagree
ever.
with you. This is why I disagree with you because at the time when WCW was at its height, Bret Hart was part of the small group of wrestlers that helped WWF fight back and eventually get back on top. You know what I'm saying? So
Wait, there was a time that
Part of
WCW
it.
was bigger than.
Yeah, during the Monday Night War.
Really?
when Hogan left WWF to go to WCW, WCW was at its peak. You
When
know?
NWO was cracking, they
Yeah.
won in the ratings for a little over a year.
And the reason why all these stars were going to WCW is because WCW guaranteed their contracts. With WWF, you
That
were
Ted Turner money,
You
he
were
was
an
just throwing
independent
it out to
contractor.
whoever.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
dig it.
yeah, so they stole them all.
But at the time where WCW was at its peak, you had The Rock being made, you had Stone Cold being made, and at the time,
Yeah, that's what won us back. When I say
Yeah.
us, I'm a WWE guy.
yeah, Stone
We
Cold
won back with Stone Cold and The Rock.
when
and
he became the greatest, like the biggest star in wrestling was when he started feuding with Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? So for
Really?
me,
Yes, that's when he became Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he passed out in the fucking blood,
Yup,
the sharpshooter, and then with the Jake,
Oh,
the
see, I don't
316
even
thing.
but Bret
remember
Hart
that
is
shit.
always
That's
part
when he
of
became
that,
the
you know what I'm
biggest
saying?
wrestler in the world. Yeah.
You know, the biggest
He was part of
controversy,
that.
the biggest controversy in wrestling history was when Vince McMahon changed the ending of the
Shawn
Bret
Michaels.
Hart versus Shawn Michaels fight live, like on air. You know
Wait
what
a
I'm saying?
minute. I didn't know. Tell me
The
this
Montreal
story. What
Screw-
happened?
it's called the
'Cause I
Montreal
kinda
Screw
The
remember
Montreal
that.
Screwjob is far too deep for us to get into right now. It's crazy.
I can
Just give me
you
like
a
the
2-minute
minute. Give me the
synopsis.
2 minute.
2-minute
Wait.
synopsis.
P.
After this.
So
Alright.
Bret Hart was his contract was up,
Okay.
and he was the champion.
Yes.
Refused to re-sign with WWF. He was going to WCW, but he didn't want to lose in Canada. He wanted to give up the belt the next night.
Okay.
Vince McMahon wanted Shawn Michaels to leave that night in Canada with the belt because he was scared that Bret Hart was going to show up on Monday Nitro the next night with
'Cause
the
Medusa had done
WWF
that.
belt. You know what I
Ooh,
mean?
yeah, that would've
so
been
that's a bad hit. So, split second before the match starts, Bret Hart walks out to the ring. They tell Shawn Michaels, yo, when you go to reverse it, we're going to ring the bell.
So
And-
Shawn was in on it, Vince was in on it, everyone was in on it except
Really?
for Bret.
What do you
And
mean
it
when
was a
they go
fast
to
count.
reverse it? The sharpshooter?
So Bret Hart put the sharpshooter on Shawn Michaels.
And this was all planned. They were
Shawn
supposed
Michaels
to do this.
reversed it. They were supposed to, and then the referee was knocked out. The referee wakes up and just rings the bell. And at the time, it was a big deal because they broke character. Like Bret Hart was like, "What the fuck is going on?" No one knew what was going on.
Oh, really?
It was
When
very
There's
weird.
video of this that people can watch?
Yeah, you can watch
Happened to the
documentaries
people.
on
Cool.
this shit.
Oh, okay, cool. I might fuck
when
with this.
Vince
actually.
McMahon walks out, Bret Hart spits on him.
Ah!
Yeah.
Really?
Hawk-
And then,
he hawks one.
and then backstage,
he punches him, right?
they backstage they met in the locker room. And Bret Hart punched him.
What?
Knocked him
Snuffed
out.
him in his shit.
Yeah,
and I heard Shawn was mad shook, not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And Tripp was probably trying to play that role, but he
this
was
is
probably
like
shook.
it's like
Triple H.
legitimate, like you know, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like real shit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I didn't know
So then,
that
what do
story.
you disagree with me about then? That he's not in the top 10.
You said
I don't
he-
think you
you-
could be in that shit if you can't cut a promo.
But
you
he
ain't in.
said
you
that
said
he
he's not.
saved
You said he's not
WWE.
top 20, and I think he was.
All right, he might be top 20.
You said, and for me, he's such a part of the history of WWF becoming
I'm with
now what's a monopoly. You know what I mean? That you can't say that he's part of that history, but not one of the top 20 greatest of all time.
I'll put him 20, but my original thing was
Like if you give
was
me your top
5 or
10, if you give me a top 10, I'm telling you, Bret Hart's better than 4 of them.
in the ring, in the ring.
And as period, Bret Hart the character.
No, because he couldn't cut a promo to save his.
I don't
fucking
know,
life,
but Snuck, fam, well, I remember. I lived that. I was one of those kids
be
when I
like,
went
"You
there. I needed those
dirty
fucking pink
hyenas." He's
glasses,
like, "Yo,
bro.
he's the worst."
But
I
I mean-
needed those pink glasses. That shit was
when I was a
lit
kid,
at
I
the
loved
time.
them. It is what it is.
Yeah, so how could you not put them top?
There's too many greats, yo. To be in the top 5 or 10, you gotta be able to cut promos. For me, I don't know.
Yeah, I could probably name you 10 and still put Bret Hart in there.
All right, so it is what it is. Agree to disagree. So Nattie, Natalia,
Yep.
the daughter of Jim Neanderthal Hart, who died.
Oh yeah.
She's super underrated. I think like how she looks. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do to that. You smash the shit out of Nattie.
Yo,
right?
pull
Yeah,
her
she's
up, pull
beautiful.
her up.
Yeah. She
show you.
you know,
She's thick. Where like a lot of bitches ain't thick like that.
She is she's lucky that we're in the makeup age right now.
That's true too, though,
because they got
going on.
professionals that work on their face.
Yeah, for sure.
But fine.
I fuck the shit out of her.
Pat, what did you want to say about? Did you want to say something about Bret?
Oh, I heard, the match with Shawn Michaels and Bret. I heard, is it true that Vince McMahon had like something going on with Shawn Michaels or some shit?
Nah, I don't. I
That's
never.
what I heard.
Oh wait, no, yeah. What do you
that's
mean?
basically what he said,
He did
though, yeah,
have
yeah.
something. He
But Shawn didn't
What
find
do you
out about
mean?
it until right before they went to the ring.
Yeah, right.
Like Shawn was in on the shit.
When you say something
Nah,
going on,
like
what?
homosexual shit, my nigga.
Oh,
I don't think
so.
so.
I think
that's-
Shawn got it in
man.
back in the day.
Shawn
What,
was a
with women?
lady
No,
playboy.
women.
at one
Yeah,
time.
that was his whole
that's-
character.
Lady played.
That was his whole character. Are you pulling up this chick? I gotta see this
Alright.
chick.
I'm just saying, like body
This is
wise,
Amble's
she could catch it. She don't got the
images.
illest face, but she's thick in the bum and her boobs are gigantic and everything.
Yeah, but I'm Team JoJo.
Oh my God, JoJo!
I don't know who the
Did you see the
fuck
naked
you-
JoJo
Yeah,
joints?
yeah, I seen
Son, I
them.
sent him shit to Easy ASAP because that's
yeah.
his favorite too. She's like this. All right, whatever. So we ain't gonna do wrestling all night. But all right, we don't have a lot of dorks up here all the time.
I know.
Wrestling
Snuck's
dorks. That's
wildin'
why I
out.
call
Virgins
them.
Unite.
Virgins
The
Unite.
first, the first time. Oh, is that like a legit thing?
Nah, I make that shit when I go on the train on the way to the garden and the virgins just stop piling
Yeah,
in.
it's
I'm
a
like,
sausage
Virgins
fest.
Unite.
It's a sausage
Oh,
fest.
it's a virgin fest, yo.
You know what I
It's
mean?
fucking-
Like I went to a show not too long ago in like an auditorium, and it was a cool experience. But
Oh
like
yeah,
when
like
you
that's kind
at
of.
the end of the night when you look around, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
this dude. He's like 58.
Dog, the
He's fat
stereotypes.
as fuck. You know what I mean?
We talked about
yeah.
it the other week. The
But that-
stereotypes
yeah,
is real
yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
with the
yeah.
wrestling
It
dorks.
is,
yo.
man.
Yeah.
Dumb real.
But that movie, The Wrestler, was kind of.
No,
like,
that was a dope movie.
Yeah, that was
That
like-
was dope. Independent
was-
too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, but either
That propelled
that
Mickey
was
Rourke,
fucking-
man.
Yeah, I know.
That was
Damn,
I had no
I got
idea
so
who
much
Mickey
more I can ask
was.
you and shit. Does Paul Heyman deserve an Emmy for the last few weeks of acting? Why?
Yeah, Paul Heyman.
Alright.
Paul Heyman is like one of the greatest characters of all time.
Snuck needs to go on. You guys need to like fucking get into it.
Yo, Pat, what's the Duce?
Get into it.
First time I ever tried Duce, because that shit was a little too pricey for
I
your
never
man.
tried it in my life.
Your
Me
man,
either.
your man randomly became the Duce
was
fucking
posting
Don.
pictures on Instagram all
Every
the
time I
time.
ran
Duce
into him, he
Don,
had the
Duce
Duce.
Don.
I was like, yo, pass that shit over, son. That shit was smooth as fuck.
Duce would have been great right now. Hell yeah.
You still fuck with it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's
When
your
I
shit,
count
right?
that all the time. Yeah.
Yo, the Duce shit was ill.
It's smooth,
Jay still
man.
on that?
He endorses it.
He endorses
I'm
it.
sure
It
he's
was
got
at,
it.
I believe it was at a John Glass shit, right?
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever had.
Yo, it's like if you like Henny, this is like
Yes, it's like a smoother
Henny. It doesn't burn the
Yeah.
chest.
If you're somebody that thinks
It's
Henny's
good.
like too much with the, you know what I'm saying, right here, this shit is like a little smoother version of it.
Yeah, like Henny's like the hood rat of alcohol. Duce is like, you know.
What? Really? Henny's the hood rat.
The Beyonce of alcohol.
Beyonce of alcohol.
Let's
else, yo?
Let's
What
stick
else
with
am I
alcohol,
missing?
yo.
Yeah, what?
Budweiser's doing that thing. I don't know if you guys heard of this shit where they're putting
I did hear this.
loaded fridges all throughout Cleveland, and when in bars, their fridges loaded up with Bud Lights,
His
and
accent's
they're
so
locked,
crazy.
right? They're
In
fucking-
bars.
and they're
Bars,
locked. They're
kid.
locked. when Cleveland Browns win their first game, they're gonna become unlocked. And so
free beer
for whoever's in the fucking thing. Over under what?
Well, you told me what did they go? Last season they went 0, one game and then 0 the last. Yeah,
they won. Gonna win the first game of the year.
And free beer
for
everyone.
Do you know?
No, I don't. But they're winning the first game of the year.
They might.
Why are you
they might
saying
fuck
that?
Around. Yeah.
They're about to sign Des Bryant. They got a good quarterback. They'll win the first game of the year just off.
I gotta see who they're playing to say that.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good promotion though. But for Budweiser,
it is.
What if they did it here? Are we winning the first game? Does anyone know who the fuck we're playing?
I do know. Fuck. Week 1.
I'm on Team Jimmy G.
Thank you.
No, poor Jimmy G, man.
Team Jimmy G.
My jersey is rapidly approaching.
Yeah.
And shout out to Brady. You know what I'm saying? Because I've obviously gotten drunk to a lot of Tom Brady games. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like Tom Brady's the greatest athlete of all time, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. But should he have not had, if he was a real New England Patriots or gave a fuck about our team, hang it up after the Super Bowl and give us 10 to 12
Well,
years
I mean,
of
the whole move is you don't let him make that choice for you. You do it. You know what I mean?
And Bill was gonna and was ready to, and that's why I can't
that's why that whole shit started.
Because I'm Team Bill right now.
Yeah, me too.
Because Bill really wanted the kid. I wanted the kid. It's the eye test. You know the kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm all of a sudden a San Fran fan, and I got a fucking Garoppolo jersey on the way.
Snap. Brady.
They're my secondary team now.
Brady took mad pay cuts to stay here, though, right? Yeah. That came out the other day. Like he could have got paid way more.
Yeah, he always does that. Yeah.
So,
but he's still
like what Brady's doing right now.
He's still gotten his money.
Oh yeah, of course.
He'll forever get money. He'll get money 20 years from now. They got shit on the low price.
But what would you do? What if you were Tom Brady, right? Because I agree with you. I wish he would have went out on that 28-3 game or whatever.
Yeah.
That would have been a
ideally, I wish he could have stayed a couple more years if he could have paid Jimmy to stay, but Jimmy didn't want to do that.
Ideally, to me, Belichick pulls his dick out and says, "Good looking," but yo, I got Jimmy now.
Right,
so
which is
now,
what he.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree, but what if that was you? What if that was you and you wanted to play? You didn't want to leave. You wanted to play football.
No. I ain't mad at for Brady for that. Of course, he feels he got a few good years left in him, which I'm sure he does.
Brady has seen it happen to all his teammates. You know what I'm saying? So Brady bossed up, and he got the owner's back. The owner got his back. You know what I'm saying?
Which is kind of whack because our owner wasn't known for that, and now for him doing that, taking the side of, I get it.
But the owner's become a billionaire off Tom Brady.
Off of Tom Brady's
I could
success.
See, I could see. You know what I'm saying?
The loyalty's there. The loyalty is real. But
Robert Kraft,
football-wise, as a fan, I'm rolling with Bill. I really wish that we still had Jimmy, man, because
we have no one.
It's not often that's going to happen where you can just.
So how many years till he's gone? Because I'm saying I don't know, bro. This might be the last one.
Brady will play this year and next year.
He'll be definitely back next year.
He's done in 2 years.
Yeah, this year and next year.
It's not going to be Hoyer or Etling.
And you know what? Like and
we're fucked. Long story short, we're fucked because we got rid of the second greatest quarterback.
How long is Brady playing for?
I have no idea, man. I'm not into sports like that. Yeah. When it comes to football, it's like college. I know enough to hold.
Good for you for keeping it funky.
I like basketball.
No, I agree. I don't really. I'm not into sports either, but I mean, I know a little about Brady enough to know that.
Boxing, that's my shit.
Yeah.
But yo, I think that Cleveland shit is dope because if you happen to just be in that bar,
oh, of course, that's super. That's. Did you see what Philly did today?
There's gonna be some fights though.
I was telling Snuck. So a plane flew over Gillette Stadium tonight during the game that we are playing Philly, and it had a fucking banner, and it said, whatever the score was from last year's Super Bowl, I forget, 30.
Are they the corniest fans? Are they the biggest
fans
that don't know how to win?
Super Bowl.
They don't know how to win. They're flying over a preseason game with a score.
I feel like that's something a Massachusetts kid would have done, though.
You do that? All right, first of all, they're copying what we do with the Atlanta score. First of all, and it's like
they're making that. They're trying to make that number.
It was the biggest comeback ever. It meant something.
Exactly. Yeah.
These guys are flying over a preseason game that doesn't mean nothing. They don't even know that because they ain't used to winning. Like they think the score matters or something. It's the weirdest shit in the world.
Shout out to and they took out a billboard in front of Gillette like last week or something.
Some random woman did that.
Yeah. No. I thought I heard it was somebody who lost a bet.
Oh, maybe
somebody who lost a bet on Twitter.
That makes sense.
But either way. These motherfuckers are firing shots.
Philly's like low key, like just a trashier Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boston,
I actually love them sports fans wise because they like are on the level like that we can get.
I can relate to them. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean. But like,
act like you've been there before, yo.
And what's that movie with Mark Wahlberg about the Eagles? Damn,
he
what's
was
that
like a
movie?
walk-on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
that
greatest
shit.
movie of all time, yo.
See, now like Boston's like, yeah, we won. Like, fight me. You know,
Yeah.
Philly's like, we won. So I'm gonna put
Try to rub it in your
this
face.
this banner over the preseason game too.
What
you know
else?
I mean?
Teyana Taylor. So she tweet, yo,
I saw that last
fam,
night, the
fam.
tweet to Jeremiah,
She
right?
tweeted out last night, like, yo, I'm off this. She was on tour with Jeremiah. They've been doing dates all throughout. She tweets out last night, yo, I am off this tour or else I'm going to punch this motherfucker in the face. That's what she tweeted out.
To Jeremiah.
Well, she didn't say it, but she's on tour with Jeremiah.
And she said
And
he
then
acted like a
everyone
diva.
on Twitter was like, yo, like, he's
diva-ass
known to
nigga,
act like
yeah.
a diva.
didn't
They
know
were just
that.
in Boston this week.
Right.
What do we think about that? Teyana just don't give a fuck, huh?
Nah, I don't know. The biggest shit I seen for her this week was her wig fell off. And she
Oh, I didn't
made
see
it
that.
part of the show and like didn't give a fuck.
Really?
Girls were like, yay, whatever. Who
And
cares?
so what? She's not gonna do her album over? Because remember the whole
she was
thing with
supposed
that?
to do it over because she didn't
said
like
she
the
thought
album
Kanye
that Kanye
fucked
put
it
out.
up.
Or he put it out prematurely with his thing she wanted to change or whatever. Which
Oh,
apparently,
she did tag Jeremiah actually.
Oh, she tagged him?
I
She
was
apologize.
talking
She
to him,
did.
so what? She's off the tour. And it's
Did.
just or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
she
she
had
tweeted
her
today.
own
She was
song.
like, "Yo, I got the same dates, and I'm doing but something else."
You'd hit, right?
Of course.
You'd hit everybody. Yeah.
I didn't know Jeremiah was like a bitch like that though.
What you think about Kanye right now?
I'm not with him, bro.
Me either.
I'm not with him.
In what sense though? Like,
Enough of this shit. I mean,
musically too though.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. The album, I had a
I've
couple
never been
joints.
a
I didn't
Kanye
hate
fan.
it. I didn't hate it, but like, you know, the whole tirades are fucking crazy.
There was a point 7, 8 years ago where
I think he's ruining people's albums.
I went around for like a year or two saying that I thought Kanye was the best out at that time. That was like 8, 7 years. I forget.
And we
exactly
said that
what
when
it
we
was.
started this
But I
podcast, we
believe
were
that
never
shit.
going to talk
He
about
doesn't even
that
write his
again.
music, bro.
So am I by myself when
Like,
I
how
think
could
that
you-
Kanye is like wild overrated?
No, I agree. I mean, shit, I don't know. There's
I don't
a few
know.
songs from him that I love.
He's fucking
and,
good,
And
yo.
producing wise, that motherfucker can produce
Nah,
a
he's
song
one of my,
sometimes.
of course, top 5 producers.
So I don't know if I'd say
You talking
wildly
rap-wise? 'Cause
over.
you're a rap guy.
Nah.
Yeah,
I mean,
rap
just
wise.
like, but I feel like Jay did for Kanye. He did the same thing for Just Blaze. Like he did the same thing for like No ID and shit. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? Like Ninth Wonder. Like you know, when you talk about sports, like people talk about Belichick elevating people. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot. Like Jay said on a Drake verse, he made a lot of people millions. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
not
saying?
on Kanye
And-
level.
Yeah, not to
Only
Kanye
difference
level.
with all them producers are Kanye raps.
Yep, 1000%.
You don't think if Kanye dies today, he's gonna go down as one of the best entertainers? And I'm not a Kanye
Yeah,
fan
especially because
like that,
he's half weirdo. Because he's
He's
one
a
of them
genius.
dudes that's like people either hate
But
or
see,
love,
that's
or
why,
bro.
polarized.
fam,
But he's on some shit.
I
though,
think your
agree,
brand, like I don't know, it's almost like no press is good press. I think like what you're saying, like just the way Kanye is in fucking and everyone has a fucking opinion on him, whether it's this or that, it's strong, and that's why like
That's true,
I
yeah.
think some people might say, yeah, he was like just the way people call him a genius now,
See,
which I
like,
think is fucking crazy.
Kanye has gone through these
Musically,
phases.
he's a genius, bro.
He's always been a
He is
trendsetter.
musical.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when Kanye started wearing polo shirts, mad black dudes started wearing polo shirts. You know what I'm saying? And like and now he's a fashion icon now with the Yeezys and shit like that. You know what I mean? But the whole Trump shit,
Fashion icon?
And his fashion sucks. By the way.
I don't know if I
the
would
shoes
say
are dope.
fashion icon.
I mean, he's putting out $300 sneakers that
yeah,
people are
that's
buying.
that's crazy.
They're
Yeah, that
copping
is
them, yeah.
crazy.
People
You know what I'm
Yeah, that
saying?
is
Like
crazy.
the Yeezys are a thing.
Is there
bro.
enough? Yeah, no, the Yeezys is definitely a thing. I'm just trying. Is there any other rapper that had anything like that? I mean, I know, yeah, the $300, but like,
G-Unit?
what about
Yeah.
Sean? I don't know.
G-Unit,
Sean
Stock
John.
Carters, they
Sean
didn't-
John was popping
Nah,
for a little
Stock
while.
Carters were popping for
Rockaware
a
was
bit,
popping
yeah,
for
but-
a little while.
Rap as a shoe.
I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just thought when you said fashion icon, that might be.
I don't think fashion when I hear Kanye. I only think music shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're absolutely
I'm a
right.
music
Jesus.
guy, so it's like-
selling $300 sneakers, bro.
Yeah.
And wait, didn't he create like kind of this style, this like cloth thing, which I'm
Slip-on
like
shit,
absolutely
yeah.
in
Yeah,
love
yeah.
with?
Yeah.
I swear, yeah, bro.
Those right there,
So
yeah.
yeah, whatever. I give him credit for that.
Ja Rule and Ashanti, 15 years late, announced joint album is coming. You guys gonna fuck with that shit?
No.
Who cares, bro?
I mean, I'll listen.
Yo,
you don't
15
think,
years ago, you would have cared like a motherfucker, though.
Yeah.
If I got an
an
album with 12 mesmerizers on it,
I'd
I'd be
love
okay.
it. Yeah, I don't know. I love that shit too,
John
yo.
doesn't have
That
hits.
shit.
I love that shit
John
too.
does have
And wait,
hits,
you guys don't think that they can do another mesmerize? Because I think they definitely
Depends
got
who
another
if they
couple
got
in the tank.
If they got the right people working with
Irv
them.
Gotti's
definitely
behind
the
it,
right
bro.
push.
I'll
fuck
check
with
it. You know
Irv.
why I'll check it? Because it's 2018 and it'll be right on my phone and I'll just hit play.
But
When we go to the store for it and go on the train and do all this shit, probably
Might not.
Ja
sure.
was, like my boy Clinton Sparks is putting out fucking Instagram posts right now that say "You're my Drake song." You know what I'm saying? Ja was that artist that you sent the girl a spurt CD with his songs on it, like, yo,
Down
I'm
ass
feeling
bitch.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
too many hits. People always slept on
Didn't
Ja.
you go see them too, or was that Archetype?
I wanted
that we were
to.
talking about?
The Archetype episode. He had just come from doing the show with them the night
That's
before.
right, and he was like rehearsing.
And I really wanted to
rehearsing
see
that
that.
stuff
I don't
for
want to see
Shanti.
Ja. I don't want to see Ashanti.
But both
I want to see
together?
them both together, and that was the show they were together. And I was pissed that I missed that shit. I would have loved that show. I fucks with them.
Yeah,
they
so
got
I don't
hits,
know.
yo.
they do.
Yeah,
they do.
Ja's still cashing checks right now. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh, he'll be cashing checks for the rest of his life.
He's on
And
tour.
I was
Always.
watching the Drink Champs episode where Irv was talking about how he was like, "Yo, DMX was fucking salted at Ja because he thought Ja was biting him."
Right.
And Irv
People thought he was biting Pac, but thought he was biting DMX.
Irv made a beat for DMX, gave it to him. It was used to be my dog. You was in my left titty.
Yeah.
Irv said that's about Ja. Irv said that's about Ja,
Right.
and then fucking when
Said it
Ja
on Drink
heard
Champs?
it, he said it on Drink Champs. Yeah, shout out Haz.
It's funny you
And,
mentioned Drink Champs because, like, if I ever met Nori, you remember the Dave Chappelle episode when he said Rick James comes, he had like an aura around him. That's how I feel about Nori.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I met Nori a few times, and
I met
that's
him.
true.
I met him
Especially
once
if you're a
with Rex.
fan.
Nori's one of my favorite artists of all time.
He's such a character.
He's genuinely likable,
Yes,
and like
yes.
approachable.
And he's not
Yes.
super nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but, like,
he can be crazy.
His personality makes him
Yeah,
nicer.
you know what I mean? Like NORE is one of my favorite
Son,
albums of all time.
He
No
ain't have
Offense
to make an
Hustler.
album. His pops just died.
Yeah, you know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? Like, yo, like if I met Nori, I might not even talk to him. I just dap him up and then
Yeah, and the
Walk
funny
out,
shit,
you know
the
what
funny
I'm
shit about that is he's one of the only dudes that actually probably would talk back and chop it up with you because he's that type of dude.
I feel bad because one time on Twitter I said I never want to hear Nori do reggaeton again. And he must have been searching for his name or something because he hit me back.
Yeah, tweet
he was
that.
Like,
Yeah,
"You're-"
tweet that.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"You're the only one." I was like, "Damn, Nori!" Like, nah, man.
Because as your man and you're a fan, and he hits you back with
Nori,
the,
I love you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yo, so that's a good
That's
time right here.
crazy.
What's biggest reply on Twitter or retweet? Biggest meaning from like
Oh,
somebody
DJ
who-
Premier.
Premier, what he do?
dope,
Retweet you or
He hit
write
me
back
back
or something?
because
Major.
I said only play DJ Premier beats at my funeral, and I tagged him in it.
You-
And then he hit me back. He's like, "Yo, it's not that serious, but I appreciate you." And I screenshotted this shit. I was like, "Yo,
I got a
Premier
good one.
hit
I'm gonna
me."
tell you after. I said, what you got? You got
I
any?
think it was Khaled, man. It was a retweet.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
Are you sure it was
But this
Khaled or was it
no,
your
Khaled,
page? Because
but
a lot
this
of
was way
people
back.
see some
Nah,
similarities.
this was way back. Nah, legit.
What did
this
you
was-
say?
Nah, it was a retweet. I said something about I don't fucking remember, bro. I was like fucking 17. He was still doing the mixtape.
Oh,
vibes.
word.
I mean,
Early Khaled.
but if you want to talk about like some relevant shit, Joe Budden, a retweet. He actually, I think he blocked me, bro. I tried to.
He would do that.
Yeah, hell yeah. He said,
Joe Budden's a brand now, man. You know what I'm saying?
yo,
Yeah.
Joe Budden, he was one of my favorite rappers ever.
Honestly, that's why Nori's like totally reinvented himself,
Yeah.
just like Joe Button is.
Shout
doing
out to
as
social
well.
media. I told you. You said
Yeah.
I never met you in person, but I've chopped it up with you like 30
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
It's
like,
just crazy.
shout out to social because a lot of these rappers, you know what I'm saying, don't have to go on Love and Hip Hop, even though Joe Budden did. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
Nori don't have to. Action Bronson don't have to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, social is dope. People hate on technology, man.
I got a few, yo.
Nah, yeah,
real
it has
quick.
its pros and cons.
I
for
got
sure.
a few major ones. I'm not gonna run down the list because you're here though. Stone Cold retweeted me one time.
Dope.
Major retweet.
What'd you say?
Major retweet. I'm
What'd
in
you
the
say?
car. I'm in the fucking whip, riding Shotty.
That's awesome.
With my man driving. We just grabbed a 30 pack. We grabbed a 30 rack or whatever, and the new Stone Cold DVD. This was about 8, 9, 10 years ago. Whenever his DVD dropped.
Yeah.
Because we used to always go cop the new hot shit when they
Yeah,
dropped. You know, the
yeah.
2, 3
Yeah,
discs, the
yeah,
L ones,
yeah,
the documentary.
yeah.
We dropped it, and I was dumb excited with the 30 rack on my fucking lap. I was like, yo, just grab the at Stone Cold Steve Austin DVD and a fresh 30 rack. And he retweeted and wrote back, pack. He didn't like how I called it rack. You know what I'm saying? He retweeted and he just wrote pack. Because he likes to call 30 pack, apparently.
Nah, that's dope.
And you think that was definitely him?
Oh, no, it was 100%. It was his page, yeah. It was his verified Twitter. I know
That's dope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but not when Premier hit me back.
Premier's major. And he wrote something, too.
Yeah,
it's the when they write a little something, right?
So now every time I mention Premier, you know what I'm saying? He probably looks at like, this dude wants to fucking die. Like, all he talks about is his fucking funeral. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
now you got to keep it going. Like, it's about that.
But every time somebody mentions Premier,
I had the weirdest thing happen, and I swear to God, this is a true story. And to this day, I do not know how it happened. So one day, this was like, I don't know, this must have been like 6 years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. I got a notification. I look, it says Eminem follows you. I'm like, what the fuck? I click on, now I'm in my notifications,
You would
bro.
believe that shit.
Fam, wait. I'm in my notifications, right? I click, now I don't know, maybe y'all know like there's a way that this could happen and I don't. Like, so I click on it, it brings me to his Twitter account. No bullshit. Brings me to his fucking Twitter account. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But if you look, it says, you know how you can see followers following. Following 0. And then followers, whatever, however the fuck much it was. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I hit back, fucking, hit it again on my notifications. This person followed you. Boom. Brings me to his fucking Twitter page, right? Yeah. I swear to God. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. I took a picture of it. I took a screenshot. At the time, I'm like, oh, this motherfucking secret follower. Like, you know what I mean? But it was crazy. And so probably like, I don't know, like at least a couple months went by.
You already start making Shady Records plans.
I know, right? Yeah, for real. I'm spending money. Nah, I'm with Right Hook. Everybody know Right Hook?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm with Right Hook and we're riding out somewhere, and somehow I start telling him this story. And I'm like, yo, fam, I swear. And he's like, fam, that was like a fucking a fan page. You didn't realize it. It had a fucking period at the end or some shit.
That's
like,
what I would've thought.
Whatever. And I'm like, nah, fam, I'm telling you, like, I'm not retarded. Like, boom. So luckily it was a little bit, but it wasn't like crazy. So I pulled out Twitter, went for like a good fucking 15 minutes, bro. Found it, hit it, and sure as shit, bro. Right Hook was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a true fucking story.
So he had 0 followers that then turned into 1 follower, and
no, it never. His thing never said. His thing, like if you went to his if you went to the page, it never said.
No, I meant following, not follower.
No, 0. Always said 0. Never said 1. Right. Never said fucking. Never. Just always said 0.
And because it probably was never him on it, probably too. Like meaning they only used the Eminem account to blast out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't think it's obviously it's not M. But you know what I mean?
You're still waiting for the check.
So M followed you.
No, yes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
So M technically DMs you to this day.
Basically, yeah. I know. It's fucking
basically
crazy.
Shady Records in the building. Shout out Shady Records. We in here.
You know what I was thinking? Like, so this is what I started thinking. Like, maybe could happen. Like, I followed. What's his like stepdaughter's name? Alana.
Some
shit like that.
Oh, Laney.
Whatever. I followed
you should know
her.
that.
I followed
Stan.
her. I know, right? I think it's like her real name's though is like Alana or Elena.
Oh, okay.
But I followed her and I tweeted at her a couple times, right?
Thirst trap.
You would do that too.
Of course,
you would do that shit.
Of course. I was just like, she was like, I forget, but she was like, oh, it's like such a beautiful day. I'm like, isn't it a beautiful day, Alana?
If it has anything to do with Eminem, he's all over this shit.
And I was like, yo, because obviously
the boss's
didn't
daughter,
run that.
yo.
Yeah, you're getting in that way and you're in.
Yo, Haley's Haley's a bad bitch. But I was like, yo, maybe it's possible, because, social media, fucking social media. So maybe it's somehow possible that whoever ran his account, like, fucking somehow maybe, like, seen my shit and maybe accidentally their finger fucking hit the follow button and then unfollow. I don't fucking know. Or maybe it was a bot. And then the other crazy shit that's happening to me right now with fucking social media is I swear these bots are hitting me up like these fake fucking girls.
We're getting a lot of bots.
That know intimate fucking details about me though. that know intimate details.
That's an
Did
ex-girlfriend.
Nah, I don't
getting
know.
catfish.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Nah,
definitely.
I
He
don't
still
know.
has a
Yeah,
couple of weird
catfish.
things going on in
yeah.
his inbox that I don't even want to talk about on this show. But
It's weird. Did I tell the fucking Chinese story? I don't want to tell.
You told the Chinese story on one of the very early episodes.
Yeah.
But you haven't told the newest part of that, and we don't even have enough time for some shit like that. And also, I don't even know if you want to tell that shit.
No.
So no, someone is. I just don't know if it's like advanced bots or if
Or
it's
it's the
like
same. It's not a bot, yo.
someone keeps hitting me up that like knows shit. Like yo, I met you at a restaurant in Chelsea. You know what I mean? Like it knows it, and I.
You getting catfish.
I don't. It's so fucking weird, bro.
That's what I told
It's
him
so
too.
weird.
It's some weird shit going on in his. I think it's the same person. And then he didn't hear something from mad months, and then all of a sudden it's coming
It was
up again.
a different person.
And they're writing the
It's
exact
been
same
3
way.
times.
And it's a whole
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
It's somebody that's
For
fucking with him.
everything positive I've said about social media, that's the bad part. Is
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
made people into weirdos. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
yo,
for
like
sure.
I'm from the era where you walk up to a girl, you talk to her, you ask her for a number, and hope to God you got something to write a number down with. You know what
Sure,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Now it's like I'm just gonna slide in your DM and tell you, yo, you want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause. If you don't want to, you're just gonna delete it and not look at it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't walk up to a shorty and say, "Yo, you want to fuck?" You know what I'm saying? like nah, social
Or the
media.
scams, like think about the scams,
man.
yo. People
Shout out
really
to
be
the
getting
scammers,
money
man,
about
'cause-
that.
Mass scam.
Some people really think that the Prince of Nigeria needs $1 million. I mean, needs like a.
They're like, word up.
$10,000.
What's your PayPal? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll cash app
it's
you
Like,
right now.
yo,
crazy.
Neve from Catfish made a whole career from getting played and recording it.
He got
Yeah.
played and recorded it, and now he's the dude that helps people get played. And
But
he
wait, no,
records it.
he didn't. Did he get played?
He got
Yeah, he
played,
got
yeah.
played.
Wait, oh really?
So my wife, he
That
put
was
me
like
onto
the
this
first
shit
one?
that there was like a documentary or something just
Yeah.
on his situation before there was an actual show.
Oh, I think that's
He
right.
was
I
the
think
hurt
I
that was
knew
getting
that. I
whatever.
think I did know that. Yeah.
Yo, quick while
think
I'm
I
on this
remember
shit. That shit did happen to me once.
It did?
No, the Twitter shit. Getting excited too early and announcing the shit, not in public, but like it was also a wrestling
Oh, I
situation.
think I did. Put it on Instagram.
Somebody it was either it might have been as simple as a like. It was either a like or a follow. But I got dumb excited. Alexa Bliss had liked or followed one of my shit. She's
She's one of the baddest.
and,
A wrestling girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling girl.
Yeah.
And she liked my shit, and I got too excited too quick. I put this shit in group chat. Yeah. I win. Alexa loves my shit. And then it was after I put it in group chat, I realized it was like a ill fan page. It looked so official because the dumb followers.
One letter was off.
I didn't look into it or nothing. I was like, yo, fuck, it wasn't her. And yo, I got shitted on that whole night.
Well, one time I went to NXT Lowell when Bailey was still there, and I recorded a video from the stands.
Wrestling Ben went
I put
there,
it
yeah.
on Twitter, and she liked it. Her real page liked it.
Her real one or the one I'm talking about, though?
Nah, her real one.
her official
blue
joint?
check mark. Blue check mark. So.
That's crazy,
Check
man.
marks.
Nah, but that's the new autograph
be
nowadays,
happening,
man. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's the new
yeah, sure.
autograph now.
Well, the picture with the
Yeah, the
person is the real
picture,
autograph,
yeah.
but that's the secondary shit. That's the next best thing for sure.
And it's crazy. I was talking to one of my mans, my boy OTO actually, and I was telling him like, yo, I know if I want to advance the podcast, I gotta promote myself more. But I feel so dirty, like looking into my phone, like recording myself and posting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know
Like,
what you mean.
I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of a Twitter dude where like I'll debate you all day.
Yeah.
But
I
actually,
love
like,
debate. I love Twitter.
Yeah,
But-
Twitter's
but-
my
I said
favorite.
it the other day, yo. If you had to get rid of
It's funny. It's
everything
fourth on
but
the list
one,
of as far as the thousands of people that have it.
Follower-
it's fourth
or,
on the
yeah,
list,
users.
Users. It's
I'd get rid of every social media, but if you can only keep one, I'd keep
definitely.
Twitter.
Yeah, I
IG.
love Twitter.
Because I
you
get
know
my
what I'm saying?
news and
IG
shit on
is my
Twitter
second.
too.
IG,
like-
you
Yeah,
can't
IG's
really
my
jerk off
second
to
too.
Twitter like that.
Oh my god.
IG got the. You good, C Sharp?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
no,
jerk
no,
off. Wait,
actually,
wait,
you're
wait.
right. Actually, nah, you
There's
can on
plenty of
Twitter.
sex pages on Twitter.
And on Twitter, they actually show shit.
Yeah.
All right, so I was off
IG
on
is
that.
getting censored.
But what I mostly meant was like how IG is more like video and picture.
Well, that's
like,
for the artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where me, like, I'll debate somebody, but I really don't want to Snapchat myself eating a sandwich. You know what
I
I'm
never
saying?
got
feel you.
Snapchat,
I
bro.
feel
I
you.
just never could get into it for some
feel you.
reason.
You know what I mean? So, like,
I'm one of the few that does still love Twitter. I don't tweet a lot, but I'm on it daily because I like reading the tweets. and shit.
Yeah.
Twitter for me is like a news cycle.
new
You
for
know
me,
what I'm
it's-
saying?
it's-
Like,
Exactly.
as soon as something pops off,
Exactly. You
it's
see
on
it.
Twitter.
Yeah.
You don't
know
watch
what
the
I mean?
news, do you?
I do.
Yeah,
you watch the news?
I do
Here
too.
and there.
Twitter's
every
my
time,
news.
I mean.
Yeah.
What news are you watching?
Twitter and IG's
I
my
usually
news.
watch like Fox 25.
All right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like,
What's that, Maria Stefanos?
Nah, she left, bro. She's with
Oh,
Channel
word?
5 now. Yo, she's bad though,
Yeah,
right?
She's bad for
yeah,
older
yeah,
shit,
She's
too.
bad, bro.
But like for me, like Twitter, like it's obviously customizable. You follow who you want to follow. So like fancy football shit comes up right away. Wrestling shit comes up right away.
Right away for me too. That's what
music drops come up right away.
Because it's catered to you. It's
you know what I'm saying? Where,
yeah, by the people you follow.
And that was actually a question I had on my shit for everybody here. It was like the app you use the most. I was been curious about that shit lately. Like, because for me it's always IG is first in the morning or Twitter. Facebook always lasts. That shit is the worst. Facebook, I hope it dies.
Yeah, I'm like,
like for me, like my friends that like are artists that like are not blasting heavy on Instagram. Like I'm to me, it's like you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like Instagram is becoming the platform where now with IGTV, you're gonna have.
I told you before, it's the one-stop shop.
Longer
one-stop
videos,
shop, everything.
You got the short joints for like you got the Snapchat version with the story.
Yeah.
Then you got the picture posting and the video posting. You know what I'm saying? Like
who owns Instagram? Facebook.
Facebook does.
Yeah.
The only thing they're not doing right to me is putting in chronological order. They still do the algorithm.
Yeah, Snuck and I argue.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, because we announced when that week that they said they were going to go back to chronological, and I was like, we were like, yo.
Hashtag make fucking
I said we announced, like, they gave us the look, and they were like, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say it till Stuck on Stuff says it.
Yeah, because Snuck and I were talking like, yo, like, it's horrible. Like, so you'll open up Instagram, boom, like, you're looking, oh, shit, that's a bad bitch. And then somehow you hit back, whatever, and then you try to go back, and it shows it for a minute, and then, boom, goes.
Well, like, I hate seeing a Money Bar Monday on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Easy money.
So, like, for me, like, I tell all my friends who want to listen and do music, I say, you shouldn't be sitting on any music if you ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should
so true. I be sitting on way too much.
You should be putting out music. Like, if you ain't making money off music, you should be putting out enough music to try to make money off music.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, if you're taking a long hiatus, bro, that's a couple years I'm just gonna forget you in.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
So, like,
I learned that
this is for you, and this is for both of you. What's an album, or it could be an artist may be even better, that you probably shouldn't fuck with, but you do. Or that people wouldn't think that you fuck with, but you really rock with. It doesn't even got to be hip hop neither.
I listen to more rock than people would think.
Oh, so, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that shit.
You know what I mean? So like I'll listen to like Linkin Park, Stained.
Yo, I fucking love
Fam,
Aaron Lewis is the reason why I picked up the guitar.
You know
I think he is an unbelievable fucking songwriter. I think he's one of the best songwriters out there.
Sir.
And since
I'm pretty
Chester
sure Stiz
died,
does like one song on the guitar. And it's fucking
like
Stained.
I listen.
I could play every fucking
I listen to
song.
Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? Like no one would ever take me for a rock dude. You know what I'm saying? But like
that's good.
You know, like it's mainly hip hop.
Where'd you grow up, Elliot?
Boston.
Yeah.
But now you're in Brocky.
Yeah.
Shout out Brocky. Shout out the Riminal. Everybody in Brocktown.
Shout out the Foxy Lady.
Foxy Lady.
Shout out
always a good time. Lisa Ann be coming there sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm born and raised in the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because you were talking about Snuck's accent. When I went to Sweden, my cousin's girl's 100% Swedish, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, just staring at me, and I'm like, finally, I was like, what the fuck you looking at, though? She's like, your accent is so beautiful.
Yo,
I say, get the fuck out of here.
I'll tell you that same story from when I was in the UK with Deadeye and them.
Did you?
Son,
I don't even remember.
Yo, grown men in the bathroom. I'm taking a piss, and grown men was coming in there. They say, "What's up? What's up?" They, "Yo, what's up?" They, "Oh my God, I love your accent." Men though, not even girls.
Yeah, I mean,
straight men. She was like, "I love your accent. I want it. I want it." Word. All I was doing was talking regular.
Like,
they weren't talking about Boston accent. They were talking about American accent.
She's like, your accent's so beautiful. I said, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
outta
here. She was like, oh,
I love that. Talk to me more like that. She loves it.
Damn, your boy's got to get overseas.
I played the dopest prank on her, bro. The dopest prank. So my cousin sold the shit out of it because when I got to Sweden, she was visiting her family. So I didn't meet her initially. And then my cousin's telling her, like, yeah, my cousin can't wait to get to Amsterdam and shit. He's over here talking about making plays. And she's like, yo, just like, don't get yourself in trouble, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, he's a grown man. I can't control him. So when we get back, my cousin got some bud from Sweden. But this is the first time I met her, so I'm rolling a joint as she's walking in. And she's like, oh, where'd you guys get the weed from? Did you get it from so-and-so? And I was like, nah, I brought it from Amsterdam. Right. And she's like, but you guys took a plane. I said, yeah, I know, yeah, I brought it in. And she's like, but how? I said, I put in the shampoo, you know what I'm saying? We good. And then she's like, But no,
Shampoo.
she goes, over here, you can get in trouble for that. I said, well, that's what I do for a living. I smuggle drugs. And so I was like, it's actually why I'm here.
She rock with it?
I was like, it's actually why I'm here. I'm going to be sending weed from Amsterdam to Massachusetts, but I got to funnel it through Sweden, so I need you to sign off on some papers. She starts sweating. She picks up her purse and starts pacing around the living room. She's like, I need to talk to you, to my cousin. I was like, no, sit down. I work in a bank. I know about the Bank Secrecy Act. We're gonna clean the money. I'm gonna send you $1,000 a week, wire transfer, international. I got it all figured out, and she starts crying.
Oh,
she goes into the bathroom. My cousin, no, she goes into the bathroom. She's on the phone trying to call the police. I'm like, yo, this is federal shit. Like, I'm just playing.
Goddamn Swedes, yo.
And I'm like, yo, you fucked up.
You fucked with it.
I'll bring you into the family business. Your first thing you want to do is turn me in.
Yo, that's crazy.
But yeah, yo, it's to this day, she's every time she calls me, she's like, yeah, I can't believe you did that prank on me.
That prank on me. We know we can't trust the Swedes now.
For real.
Yo, P, what's your shit for like
music?
Yeah, or like an artist, or it could be an album too, whatever.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's why I fuck with Spotify real hard.
I finally signed up for it.
Yo,
I fuck with it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
I don't like it.
No, why?
Currently from like Uzi, believe it or not.
Oh, like you fuck with Uzi
Yeah,
heavy?
I fuck with Uzi. I like Uzi, man.
Word. I hope he dies personally, but that's just
Nah, it is what
my
it is.
fault. My fault. I've already been scolded behind the scenes by Stick. I'm not supposed to wish death upon people.
Like
as far as music goes, yeah, man, I fuck with Uzi. But I listen to everything, man. Johnny Cash, Counting Crows, Stained. I mean, definitely Stained, you know.
Word. A lot of Stained, yo. That's weird from hip hop.
Yo,
A lot of dudes say that
dope.
Stained.
I don't know,
I mean,
that
like,
melody.
See, Shop's not
It's
impressed.
been a while.
Neither am I.
Rappers like Joe Budden sampled Matt Stained music. It's like hip hop, basically, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Wait,
cool.
Joe Budden said that about Stained?
He sampled a lot of Stained.
Oh, did he really? I didn't know that.
Outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
I listen to
Pat.
Seven. You listen to Seven Dust?
Yeah, I fuck with Seven Dust. There's a
Dust,
couple
hell
songs.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I haven't
Throwback.
listened to them in a while, but there was an album like 10 years ago. I think that I probably.
I don't know nothing about that shit. I
Yeah.
do know I gotta piss very soon, right?
Yeah.
So I want to get some shot stories at some point.
And I want to Pat got a new project coming out. Pat,
Yeah,
tell us a
man.
little bit about what you're working on. And
Yeah, I'm dropping the EP. It's called Enigma. It's fully produced by Melks.
shout out Melks
yeah,
Glass House.
Definitely. We released a single, I want to say about a few weeks ago.
we played it at the top of the show.
Yeah, that
What's
was
the name of
cool.
that single?
It's called Talk to Me Crazy, featuring Aziz the Sheikh. It's on all platforms. You can even ask Siri to play it, and she'll play it for you.
Is it on Kazaa?
Shazam.
That's the shit you used to
I
have.
remember Kazaa.
Yeah,
I remember Kazaa.
That shit was ill.
Come on,
you
yo.
waited mad long to download a song and it was the wrong song?
Oh, that was the
Or it was
worst.
a random porn?
Now, Bill Clinton saying I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah, the random shit.
So back.
Yeah. So talk to me. That shit's out now.
Yeah, man,
Yo,
I
what
shot
was
the
your
video this
what
weekend.
did you, what? I'm trying to think. Did you put?
Video
did
coming
you end
soon.
up putting out what did you put out before this?
Man, it's been a while. Just like he said, the hiatus. That's why I said I can relate. That's something you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to go super
Holla at me,
hard.
I'm doing it.
Yo, man, I'm trying to go super hard this time. You know, if this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I gotta go hard.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like as much material. You know, after the EP drops September 28th, like I want to say like a month afterwards, I'm gonna drop a mixtape.
And fam, you make music, bro. We all, I mean, us three here, we make music, and I always say, bro, some people like to go to the gym, some people like to fucking whatever.
Absolutely.
I like to go to the studio and make music.
That's why when you
know what I
asked
mean?
me
Like,
about the
so-
hobby, I didn't really have one, man. Music was like my life.
All right,
It was
bars.
honestly, it was wrestling, not as deep as y'all, but like every Thursday SmackDown shit, you know. And then when I discovered, I want to say around 2000, 2001, I fell in love with hip hop, man. That shit was dope for me.
Hip hop's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
It's a beautiful
Music is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's
Music
probably
is
the
a
reason
beautiful
that
thing.
we're all in the room together right now. At the end of the day, it's hip hop.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
Or
It
definitely
is.
music in general.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
But probably even more specifically hip hop.
For sure. And Elliot, what do you got? Like, what's good for you? Like, what are you gonna be doing for the next?
I mean, I'm trying to get the podcast on all platforms, you know, like the Google Play, Spotify, all that shit. I mean, I'm a one-man team, so like everything I do is me, you know. I feel mad spoiled right now having an engineer like check my levels, you know what I'm saying? Like I that's all me. So like
Shout
Shout out
Engineer
Jules.
you know what I mean? So like you know, I'm trying to get the podcast on all platforms. YouTube is still the most viewed platform, you know, as far as
Snuck and I have been going back and forth, like,
know,
yo, should we just push YouTube?
It's still the most viewed. So
well, that's
like,
for the visuals, you know. It is a podcast at the end of the day. I think more people are listening to the podcast when they're alone in the car drive. They'll put it on, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the visuals are there if you wanna see them. And people, surprisingly, I didn't think people would sit fucking stare at the TV,
Elliot
the computer for an hour straight. But they do, yo.
E and I were talking before, and I was like, Snuck and I had to make that decision in the beginning. Is this going to be just audio, or is it going to be audio and visual? And I just thought, me personally, like, you're right. I do like to put on podcasts. And oh shit, did we lose video? We might have lost video. Damn, we might have lost video. Well, I like to watch podcasts, so I thought the visuals were important. Joe, don't worry. I think it might have fucking...
Not hit record again.
No, I think it might... Oh, yeah.
Because that might be a battery situation, or who knows? Maybe.
Or space.
I say we keep it moving, because I want to get a shot.
Shart story and rap, bro. Anybody got a shart story?
Anybody got a good shot story?
I had no idea what he was talking. That's funny. You knew.
I sharted in a Walmart once.
Thank you. Somebody's gonna give me a motherfucking real shot story.
I sharted in a Walmart. So like I went.
Sometimes I get embarrassed when he asked it, but of course, Elliot, you just had the most hood fucking.
Let's go.
Yeah, so in Walpole, there used to be a Taco Bell. And,
let's go.
And my mom's, in order to get me to go shopping with her, she'd be like, "Yo, let's go to Taco Bell. Don't ask me for shit when we go to Walmart."
That started with Taco Bell. It's a wrap.
So I'm like, word. So, and Walmart sucked because all the CDs were all censored. So it's
always.
So it's like, so I was like, fine, fuck it. Like I'll get a free taco out of it. So I went to go sharted. So I stole some new drawers.
Yes.
Took them to the bathroom. Got caught.
Oh. I was gonna say, what a place to be, Walmart. You need some new drawers.
You know what I'm saying? So then when they asked me, they're like, "Yo, why are you stealing underwear?" My mom's like, "It's so embarrassing." I was like, "Yo, I shit my pants, bro." You know what I'm saying? The worst thing about the story is I was like 13. You know what I mean? So
your mom knew what was up.
Yeah. I got caught by security because I just randomly, you know, I'm like limping to the underwear.
So hold on. Let's go through this. So where are the shitty undies at? So you change? Did you get to change into the new ones?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the shitty ones?
I try to flush them.
I would have just put him in the.
That's what you do when you're 13. You're like,
I try to get rid of the evidence.
That's a story.
Yeah. So,
yo, E, you a good dude, man. I'm happy you came on, bro. That's funny, bro. Yeah, man. For real. I'm happy that
not so good dude.
We linked up.
You got any shot stories?
It's love. Damn.
Don't feel obligated.
Feel obligated because everybody shot it.
Probably like 7th grade from laughter. Yo, and you know what's crazy? Like, you be laughing, and then when you do it, it goes, ha ha. I mean, you put one of those.
So what did you do? Did you immediately know, or did you have to go check to double check?
I had to go check and double check, and
And did it touch cloth?
Yeah,
or was
yeah.
Just cheeks?
It touched cloth.
Word.
Touched cloth.
So what did you do?
So I grabbed paper towels. And I put it in between the boxes. And
Word up. Yo, the shot stories is real on Stuck on Stuff.
Yo, I don't know if you ever seen the clip, but we did Leeds, bro. We interviewed.
Leeds cussed me out one time. Though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Leeds is either like Leeds is, you know what I mean. He can be crazy.
Yeah, he cussed me out one time. I didn't appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted like "fuck Leeds" or some shit like that. Like,
I think at some point everybody
I think everyone said fuck.
Tweeted fuck
once.
But if you ever got to know him, he's a fucking great kid. But that's totally Leeds. I could definitely.
Yeah, he cussed. Because my boy was opening for Static like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get off tickets for my boy, you know what I'm saying? So so like I had them reserved, and there was like 3 dudes on Facebook that was like, "Yo, I'm gonna meet you from the Middle East."
Of course.
So there's one dude walking in, and I'm either super early or super late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the show was at like 9. I got to the Middle East at like 5:30.
Why can't you just be in the middle somewhere?
So I'm either super early or super late. So I'm just standing outside, that's mad ignorant. You know what I mean? And then like this dude's walking in, I'm like, "Yo, you dude from Facebook? I got your ticket." And he was there. I didn't know it was him. He's like, "Yo, you scalping tickets? you scalping tickets? I'm like, yo, R.I.P. Sean Price. I'm like, yo,
Scalping, dog,
it's a
please.
Sean Price show. The tickets are $10. I'm not scalping tickets. These are my
R.I.P.
man's
go.
tickets. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he calls my boys like, yo, if your boy's scalping tickets, I'm taking you off the show. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I don't want to jeopardize
That's
my boy's
Leeds,
show.
yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? So I'm like, yo, nah, chill. But yeah, he cussed me out, and ever since I was like, yo, fuck him.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yo,
That's hilarious.
C-Shop, you got any shot stories?
Oh no! Wait. So no. Wait. So
all right, he's not here. He's technically not here.
You had to have seen the so Snuck
Juice.
took it home and fucking fuck it, just leave it. Let's just wrap it in 2 seconds.
Nah,
But
we
the
gonna,
videos,
I want to make sure that last shit is part of it.
it'll be fucking so hard to fucking chop that
Nah,
shit. Whatever.
we're gonna make it work. Them shot stories
Edited
is
it
on.
together. You just won't have audio. You just won't have video. You're gonna have
for
audio,
sure.
but you're gonna have
I want video of the shot shit. Was that on there?
no. It's out of gas, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but he did it.
Nah,
Oh, maybe. I hope
All right,
we
let's
just
go,
have
let's
that
go.
part where
We
he's
wrap it
like,
up. I gotta piss
yeah, I
anyway."
shipped in a Taco Bell. But he edited. So the whole fucking episode in 30 seconds is me. So have you ever done this? So have you ever done that? So have you ever done this? What's your favorite album? What was the best show? And then, so have you shit yourself? It's the funniest fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Snuck me asking.
Yeah, that's
shot
on the
stories.
Stuck on Stuff Instagram page, which everybody should go.
All right, yo,
follow
where
right
can
now.
people follow you and fucking listen to your podcast, catch up with you, all that shit?
Elliot from Boston. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's where I'm most active. I debate the shit out of you on Twitter, so if you got something to say, I hope it's against what I'm saying so we can talk
I'm
about
gonna try. I'm gonna
Yes.
try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. to
Tiz will
fuck with
definitely
you.
take you up on that.
And I'm
yeah.
very sarcastic when we talk, so
Hell
I
yeah,
apologize
yeah,
now,
yeah.
but I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, so-and-so's better than so-and-so. Get the fuck
course,
out of here.
of
You know what I
course,
mean?
yeah.
But yeah, Elliot from Boston on Twitter and Instagram, and you can follow the EFB podcast on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. So we're trying to, set some things up with a few people at the end of 2018, but we're getting it going. So
Go listen to Elliot. He's done interviews with Ashley from Jammin', Romero from Jammin', Easy Money, bunch of people, bro.
Yeah,
He's
Lou
out here
Armstrong,
doing his thing. Shout out Lou.
Jimmy Stewart from 98.5 The Sports. So a bunch
There
of
you
people,
go,
man.
there
So,
you go.
we talk shit. We talk about life. Shout out my boy OTO. He does an Alphabet Boy show on there with me. So, but I appreciate being on Stuck on Stuff, man.
Thank
for
you,
real.
yo.
Big
We
fans of
appreciate
y'all.
you, yo. And then, Pat, where can people fuck with you?
Pat Liban, everything, man. PatLiban.
And we didn't get to say it, bro. I love that. He used to be called Pat Star, and I loved it, bro. I don't know.
Nah,
I
man.
kind of liked it.
Nah, not
I just
at
feel
all.
like Pat Liban isn't as catchy. Pat Star, like, I don't give a fuck. I feel like if anybody ever said to you, like, oh, that's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not
yo,
even
fuck
about
you.
that,
That's
man.
that's mad dumb.
Nah, man, it's about finding myself, and I feel like Pat Liban represents that. One, me being from Lebanon, I mean.
like it, yeah.
And on top of that, like Liban, we got our independence from France, and back in the day, when they were running shit, that's how they used to like pronounce. That's what Lebanon was. Even on maps, it was spelled like that, Liban. I mean.
Word.
So, and then obviously me being Patrick, my real name. I feel like Pat Liban is more me, man. I'm like trying to reintroduce myself. Patrick Star, I went at it totally wrong. Later, I found out who he really was. I just did it as marketing. Like, I felt like the name rings bells, but I never really watched the episodes.
Yeah.
And then later I find out not only is he a starfish, but he's an idiot and a cross-dresser. I mean, no disrespect,
Oh,
no
yeah,
disrespect
no,
to
all
anyone,
right, yeah, but that, okay, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know
And then
that.
on
So I
top
can
of
see
that-
how that's
and
a
then-
little
and then-
wild.
and then
So
on top
now
of
I
that-
take my statement back. Pat Liban is fire.
And then on top of that, I used to spell star with 2 R's, and the transsexual, the famous makeup artist that blew up everywhere, Patrick Star, he spelled he or it.
Well,
she
there's a
spells
fire
it.
porn star, Rachel Star out
Rachel
there.
Star.
Yeah, Rachel
Shout out
Star.
Rachel Star,
Definitely.
yo. I've
Shout
jerked
out
off to you
Rachel.
many a time.
Yo, Rachel Star is a shit.
Rachel
I know
Star
porn
Bang
stars
Bus
like y'all
episodes
know
are
actors.
off the chain, bro.
Really?
He said, I know
Hell yeah.
porn stars like y'all know actors.
You know, what's my kind of my favorite one right now? Oh damn, what's her
The rookies,
name?
I don't really know like that because I don't really do that shit no
You
more.
always go back to what you know,
Ava,
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Ava
yeah.
Taylor.
Ava Taylor, Ava Adams, Ava Lauren. I know them all, dog.
Yeah, Ava Taylor. I think that's
Damn,
who
he
I'm
just types
fucking
in
with, bro.
A and just goes.
That's what I'm fucking with. All right, and where else can
But,
people find you? When can they expect the tape?
Yeah, man, Pat Liban, everywhere. I'm usually always on Instagram. I try to be on Snapchat and Facebook. Twitter is definitely my shit, hands down. September 28th, Enigma, produced by Melks. That'll be my EP.
Word.
Shooting the video for the single on Sunday, actually. We'll release the video very soon. The single's out, featuring Aziz the Sheikh. All platforms, you can definitely find it out. And yeah, man, thank you for having me.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for. Pat was like, yo, you need to make more music, bro. Like,
hell yeah, I want
you used to be all right. And I'm like, yeah, bro, thank you.
Stiz had a fan base.
I appreciate
no,
it.
real shit, man. Stiz had a fan base, especially when he performed and shit.
Thank you.
The Grammy team was going
Grizzle.
hard.
I always say you sometimes put out too much is better than too much and too little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
For all my friends
for
who rap and man and I just want to see my friends make it. Yo, just flood it, man.
Flood it, right?
Flood it. Fuck it. You know
I
what
like
I'm
it,
saying?
bro. I feel like you have a good way of thinking and a good fucking idea about the business. And
flood
how
it. Who
get.
gives a fuck?
Can
man?
I ask you a
know what I'm
question?
saying? Yeah.
Well, now when you say flooded, do you like do it the right way though? Like invest.
But what's the worst that can happen?
Or just put it on like social media and like be Facebook famous.
Build a following, and then just promote singles until you drop a 8-album project.
Stiz has this thing that he put me on to that he always said that you're like, what is this? That you throw as much shit up against the wall until something sticks.
Yeah.
Like look at Currency,
like,
and I
it
always
might not have to be music, it could be part, it could be just do it all.
Yes,
I always bring up Currency because Currency will drop 6 projects or 4 songs with 6 different producers in anticipation of his album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I could play Currency catalog right now on random and just vibe out. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell my boys who aren't making money off music, like, why are you sitting on projects and projects? Like, you know, give out 4 songs, a little 4-song EP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone talks about Millies, and I think Millies is dope, but Millie just does singles after singles off industry beats.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And that's that's
now
in
he's
anticipation
really doing his
of his projects. You know what I'm saying?
New terminology out now, bad decisions.
Yeah.
Look at Term.
We gotta get Term on.
Term gives you what 2-3 fire projects a year.
Yeah, he really does.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take it for granted, man. You know what I'm saying? This game is so many people flooding it with music, but you have to be one of them.
For sure, man. Now I gotta piss. So
if you would like to advertise your product or service, contact the show at Stuck on Stuff.
At gmail.com. Follow us, Stuck on Stuff.
But subscribe to the YouTube channel because I see that you guys are watching the shit. So you might as well fucking hit subscribe. That way you get the new shit and all that. I want to thank both of these motherfuckers for giving me real shot stories because a lot of you motherfuckers come on here in front with the shot stories, especially you females. I know you shot it, yo. I know you shot it. Tell me the story. Don't be like, well, my friend ones I heard, blah blah. Yo, shot it. Give me shot stories when you come on Stuck on Stuff. Thank you. You both bodied that shit, man.
Thank y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. For real.
Stuck on Stuff on everything. Stiz Grimy on everything.
Daddy wasn't that. Peace.
Oh shit, bro.